Are we upside down? Oh,
Yeah.
well, you won't be able to see it on there because you won't have internet.
No.
Right. Are we upside down to you? I know you're just saying yes because you're excited to see us. Are we upside down?
No, we're the right way up, but we're upside down on here.
Okay. We are having... First of all... Okay. Well, let's try again. What a time to be alive. We're having terrible trouble with the internet. Look at George, look at George, look at George.
What are you doing, you weirdo?
Look, he can't jump up there, so he's trying to climb. Look, look, look. Shh, don't let him know. No, we're not watching, dude. It's fine. It's cool, man. Watch. Here we go. Look, 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 look. He's trying to get up on the windowsill.
Oh, God.
Look, look, look. He's trying to get up on the windowsill like the big girls. So, here's where we are. First of all, I've got my lovely children here, so it's always a little bit frantic, but they've been so well behaved, so I can't blame any of this on them. First of all, I had issues with the sound. When the stream was working, I restarted it because I couldn't hear anything. A cable had been kicked out. That's absolutely fine. So we fixed that. Then I fixed that, and then there's this like violin music and chatting playing in the background.
It was quite spooky. There were voices as well, weren't there?
Yeah,
weird
in a loop.
Muffled voices.
We couldn't. Then I found out what that was, and now I cannot connect my PC to internet. Now you're on the internet now, are you?
Yeah.
But you weren't for a while. Software update. This app is preventing you. What is that?
What is it?
It won't let me get in there. Software update. Something is updating. I think it's buggering everything up. So, we're not going to do the whole show on my phone.
That would be mayhem. And we were going to do the Modathon tonight.
The Modathon tonight.
Maybe that's what the curse is.
And we had some nice music planned as well. We had some live music planned. It's not the end of the world at the moment, but it's getting close to it. But why does my phone, why does it stretch? How do I change the settings so that we don't stretch? Hope you enjoyed the Tier 3 production meeting.
We were going to show you the whole thing.
Something somewhere is updating, and I think that's what's causing the problem. So voice mod, goodbye. This voice mod is causing the problem.
Oh.
We're going to uninstall voice mod.
I mean, it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't worth this.
We're going to uninstall it, because I think that's what's causing the problem. Happy bank holiday, guys. I know someone sent me a long thing there, which I've not got time to. I've not read yet, but I will read at some point.
If an update knocked your PC out of kill to go to control panel, progs, features.
No.
Blah.
No.
Blah.
It's not.
Blah.
It's update. Something is updating. So I want to go to storage. I want to go to apps. I want to get rid of voice mod. I don't think that could be what's screwing everything up, but uninstall. Yep. Yep.
Oh, something happened there in my ears.
Just go away, voice mod. I don't want anything to do with you. So now we're going to open Streamlabs.
You're looking at my nose, you pervert.
Dirty pervert. I want to show you my foot. My foot is in a terrible, terrible situation.
Oh my God, it really is. It's like a scrag end of meat.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's freezing on that, and it should just go boom, 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 and go straight through it. Flipping heck. Here's what's happening, guys, because this is what we're stuck on Streamlabs. I'm not sure if you can see that. Working on your live stream. Is your internet down again?
Network error.
Go on to another thing, because I need to know if that could be my phone or it could be your computer. No, it's your computer. Or it's the internet, but it's coming from your computer. Just got to think, it's got to let it percolate. Boy, oh boy, was I surprised when I found out quite late in life it's percolate, not perculate.
Oh.
Did you not know that?
I did know that.
When did you know that?
Well, there's a coffee company called Percol.
Oh, they're idiots.
No.
When did you know that?
Always.
Always. From when you were a baby. You came out of your mother going, oh, it's percolate.
I heard the word percolate and I knew it was percolate.
Well, I bet you're one of those people that knew it was espresso.
Yeah.
Oh, you made me sick. You see, this is a great show. Cheer me up, please. Says Fat Stu. Tell me a joke or something. Stu, we're trying to get the show working, mate. Really sorry you got a message from your aunt. We can't get the show. We'll cheer you up if we can get the show working.
Cheer us up.
For goodness sakes. So you can't. So it's the internet. So we know it's the internet. It's the internet that is the problem.
Yeah.
We got a brand new sponsor as well. Can we tell you about a brand new sponsor? I feel we ought to, because if we're not going to do a show...
Brand new sponsor, and he does websites. Of all things, imagine.
34sp.com. This is sabotage. We've been sabotaged by GoDaddy.
They're a web hosting provider.
Domains and web hosting. Specialising in WordPress.
But they're also brilliant in terms of like having a conscience. So they sent all
Unlike
their
GoDaddy,
staff.
who are scumbags.
They sent all their staff home before they had to when it came to the old COVIDs. They have not just offset their carbon footprint. They don't really have one. They're doing more besides, aren't they? They're planting trees when they don't need to. They do something like 600 free web hosting things for charities. So not only do they give back, they go further. Anyway.
They've also, if you go, they've given us a code TLNA. I said it was 10% off. It's not. I think you get 3 months.
3 months free.
For free. That's 34sp.com. 34sp.com.
They're brilliant.
They are brilliant.
They're better than this.
Reboot the router. Do you mean switch it off and on again? Because I've done that.
Do a system restore. Yes. Right click the internet connection in the sys tray and select troubleshoot connection.
That tier 3 meeting today was great.
It was so
Thank
good.
you everyone that came. If you didn't come and you're a tier 3, what's your beef?
We thought we were going to get them in and be a bit cheeky to them and come away with very little apart from
good.
smiles on our faces. But
show.
actually they gave us loads of brilliant ideas.
Really good, really good, and it's fun, and it was nice. 45 minutes. It's out as a podcast, and I'll put it up on YouTube at some point. I honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to do this show tonight. It's connected to the internet. But we were just watching YouTube in the living room.
Yeah. I think your thing's doing an update in there. Would that make a difference?
What thing?
The PS4 or whatever they were looking at.
Entertain the ladies and gentlemen, please. That won't be it.
Well, I mean, it won't help, will it?
No, it's all crashed.
Oh, it's all crashed in there as well. Honestly, it's mayhem. It's sedate mayhem. Thanks, Nightbot, but there's no point in ringing us at this juncture because we can't get on. Where is that blouse from, Kath? It's lovely. It's from Joy, and I think it's in the sale at the moment. They do a dress as well. Joy. Well, do you want to... Should we do some... The kids have gone to bed, so I can't blame them, unfortunately. Right. Do you fancy a bit of Chatter's Fate while we're waiting? Let's do some of that. Oh my God. My son predicted coronavirus. Do you fancy that one?
We had Will Varley was going to come on, and he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Will, I don't know if you're watching, but can someone tweet Will and tell him we got issues with the tissues? The biggest issue is the misuse of disused tissues.
Every night I star in my own horror film.
Your media files are currently being synced with the cloud. It is recommended you wait until this finishes before... But I don't back up anything to the cloud.
What the hell is going on here?
The switch has crashed as well. It's the internet. The internet's down. Although the router is absolutely fine. What we'll do is we're going to unplug it again. It's unplugged and you've got to wait. No one believes me. You have to wait for like 10 seconds.
Well, someone on here said 30.
Let's wait for 30 seconds. It's a real pain in the butt, you know?
It really is. So, what did I do today? Let's discuss that.
Can someone let Will Varley know on Twitter that we've got issues and we might not be able to put him on tonight?
What happened today?
And Modathon, this is terrible. We may have to do Modathon tomorrow, but the plan was going to be that any money donated to paypal.me/Iain Lee, not bits or stuff like that, because that's trickier. Bits and stuff goes to us. But any money that goes to paypal.me/Iain Lee throughout today until midnight tonight would get split between the mods that had said they would like to have. A couple said, you know what, I'm doing all right. I've got a gig. I don't need the cash. I'll step out. But some of the mods don't have jobs at the moment. And so a few of the mods, and I'm not going to say who, have messaged me and said, yeah, I'd like a piece of this pie, please. So it's Modathon. So even if the show doesn't go ahead, we'll carry it over to tomorrow. So if you're feeling generous, it's equivalent of tipping your waiter. All right. Catherine is the chef and I am the restaurant owner, or vice versa, right? So everything comes to us. But we've got these people that are volunteering and coming and working for free, these mods who keep the chat free from white supremacists. Terrible things.
They'd like to kick back and join in with the excellent banter with which you furnish us every night, but they have to stay on duty, right? They can't get absolutely sloshed like most of you do. They can't kick back with a great big doobie. They are working hard. They're working their fingers to the bone. So it's just a way of
it's passing the hat them. And it's giving a tip. If you feel so any money that goes to paypal.me/Iain Lee until midnight tonight. Looks like we might have to carry it on over tomorrow because I don't really see how this is going to... I've just rebooted the router. If that doesn't do it, we'll go and sit in the living room and have a chat for a little bit, but it's caning my phone's data. I'm on gift-gaff, you see. So any money that goes in there till midnight tonight will be split amongst the mods. Modathon. Of course, someone said you should have called it Bank Holiday Mod Day. Thank you.
Oh.
But I think it's just a nice thing because we could not do the channel as effectively. We could do it, but not as effectively without them. First 2 weeks, we were getting targeted by actual white supremacists. And the mods are like, boom, 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 just flicking them out like that. And we could have done it, but it would have meant all of our focus was on that and not on doing the show.
Exactly. It was already quite a distraction, wasn't it? But
yeah.
Thanks to the mods, it wasn't so much that it took the whole show over. You know what I mean?
And if anyone gets banned or timed out and thinks the mods are harsh, they're just doing what we've asked them to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're enjoying the show, don't give any bits to us tonight. Don't even sub tonight. You're not supposed to say that on Twitch. Don't give any bits. Don't sub. Go and put the money in paypal.me/Iain Lee. If someone could put that in the chat, please, that would be great. The router is rebootering. That's the COVID.
Yeah, I've got a sticky throat.
Oh, what an unfortunate choice of
It's
words.
true. You know what I mean? When sometimes it just... In fact, I'm going to go get that pop you promised me ages ago.
Get one of the ones. Yeah, don't. There's one on its own. Don't get that one because that
Why?
one in the fridge late.
Oh.
Sorry about this, guys. Sent us an email. Can't get on the internet. So, no thanks. Right, now the internet has just opened. So let's see what Streamlabs does here. Thanks for sending me an email, but can't get on the internet, so...
Oh dear. Right, just...
We're in. Goodbye. Refresh in about 30. Are we live?
Yes. Well.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the usual seamless start from the Late Night Alternative, just the sort of smooth service you come to expect from us.
Right, now I need to set up a Zoom meeting to send to Will. We're going to have Will on at 10 o'clock, and I just need to send him the link. I cannot update my title because I don't know what the title says, so I cannot update the title, I'm afraid.
Just be happy we're here all together today.
Oh, last ever sleep stream. That's because it was coming from the phone. You can't edit, can you? No. I'm not in Twitch at the moment, so we will have to wait. Oh man, I hate it when it's like that. I hate it. So we're going to save you. We're going to save you. We're going to copy you. We're going to send that to Will. Copy. Hey, Michael, big man. Thank you, Michael. Michael has just sent in a significant amount of money for Modathon. Right, we're doing Modathon.
Thank you. We're up.
So let me just email Will Varley. Here we go. Will Varley. Here we go. Give it real. With the ones and the twos.
If you used to listen to us on the radio, Will rang us one night, didn't he? And it kind of emerged in the course of the call that he was something of a big deal. He was a singer-songwriter of some repute. And so we've got him on later on, and you're going to cop for a taste of him.
What was I just... So I'm going to go on Twitch. I'm really sorry. I've got to play an advert, otherwise we get told off. So, create a dashboard. That we're doing that. Oh, I don't like it when it's like that. But it's the internet, isn't it? What are you going to do?
This is what happens.
Which ones are these?
Yeah, they're yours.
There we go. We're in. We're rocking and a rolling.
All right. Well, I'm glad. This sort of stuff makes you feel alive.
Yeah. We're going to edit. We're going to... Oh, the title says it's right.
Let me...
On yours it's not, but on mine it's right. Yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
It's right.
We're all good.
We're a groovy man. I'm in the mood to ban people, so keep an eye out for that. That could happen at any moment. Thank you, Star Chaser. We got it. We got your email about how to get the internet up and running. You see the irony. The actual irony. Open that. Dropping a lot of frames. 25% over the last 2 minutes. I think we're going to sack it off. Tonight. Because it says we're dropping 29%. So we're dropping a third of the frames over the last 2 minutes. That's not good. Let me watch your stream. Can you turn it up, please, so I can hear it? Let me watch your stream. Can you turn it up, please, so I can hear it? Thank you.
It seems okay, says most.
Matty, I want Matty's opinion, please. You can mute that now. Thank you.
What do you reckon, Matty?
So if Matty says anything. It was freezing a lot when you came back. It appears to have settled.
Dom says it's settled now. Pop Hazy.
All right. We'll stick with it. It was just a wee bit. It's good now. Matty and Pete and Jeff, would you mind letting us know if it goes again? Look at my hair, though. I mean, you wouldn't want to cut a stream when you've got hair this good. Honestly,
I'm glad you're feeling yourself.
I've never been able to say it. But come here, boy. Look at that. That is it.
Let's see the profile. Oh yeah, look at that.
That is what we wanted. That is. Hang on a minute. That's
this guy.
Let's copy it. We're gonna let's enjoy it. Let's paste it. Oh, balls. Oh, that's good, isn't it? I don't know what I did there, but I like that. Hang on, guys. This is what we're going for. What a slow start. 557 people, though.
I mean, we've had fewer people on nights when we've been really good.
Lesser.
No.
Oh, I heard that. Let's paste. This is what
you wanted. You idiot.
I'm not the one that's got the really cool... Oh, no, I am the one that's got the really cool James Bond hair.
I think you've got actually a slightly nicer haircut than his.
Ah, man alive. We made it. What a lousy, awful, horrendous start to the show. But we're in. So we got Will at 10. Hey, right, I need to keep tabs on this.
Claire and Andy, thank you so much.
Hang on, we've got loads more than that. I just need to... So we've got a lot more than that. Trust me. So let's go through the names that people have been sending in money all day. So Andy, thank you. R Mills, thank you.
Gary. Coin Gary.
Thank you.
Andrea.
Andrea, thank you.
Andy,
thank you. I'm just making a little total.
Stephen.
Thank you. Stephen Grice, my favourite tweet liker. If Stephen Grice is not the first person to like my tweet, I get worried about him.
Yeah.
Alistair, thank you, mate.
Well, I start to assume that the internet is down. Catherine.
Thank you.
Gemma.
Thank you. All this money tonight, if you just tuned in, is going to the mods to say thank you to the mods for making the channel safe. It's safe. I know the phrase "a safe space" is frowned upon. Thank you, Sarah.
And Paul.
Thank you, Paul. God, there's loads. This is great. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, David. I'm just going to keep a little tally. So
This is from Francis.
Thank you, Francis.
Emma.
I mean, Michael. May God bless you, Michael.
It's very generous of you. Thank you.
Very generous, Michael. That is thanking you, sir. Adam, thank you, mate. All of these are very generous. Claire, come on now, Claire. Thank you so much. I mean, this is lovely. Hi, Chihuahua.
Victoria, thank you.
Wow, mate. Jay Votchik. I'm assuming I pronounced your name Votchik. We haven't got a first name. Wow.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. That's really generous of you.
It's really
all.
kind. All of that money, if you normally want to chuck some bits or some subs, don't tonight. Send the money to PayPal. I'm going to put it in the chat. PayPal.me/Iain Lee. And everything that we get tonight, up until midnight, is going to be split amongst the mods who have said they would like to be a part of this.
It's incredible.
Isn't it?
It's really incredible. Thank you.
And also, I think I can't remember her name. Someone who's obviously a mod on another channel said, "Wow."
Was it not Kater Cakes?
I don't think it was Kater Cakes, was it? I don't think it was Kater Cakes. No. It just keeps coming. in
Jeremy, thank you.
Thank you. I'll add all this up later. I'm probably not going to give the total out on stream because I don't want to embarrass anybody. I don't want to embarrass the mods, right? And thank you, Brian. Papa Morph, thank you. So I'm not going to give the total out if that's okay with you. I hope that doesn't in any way sound misleading or mischievous. If any of the mods want to see the total, I will happily show. Listen, I'm not going to steal from you guys.
What?
I'm not going to steal from you guys. If you want to see the total, I will happily show it to you, right? Because I don't think there's anything dodgy going on. I just don't want to embarrass people by going, we got this much. It's all right. You can slow down a little bit, guys. Who was that from? That was from James, and that was from Charlotte. Thank you, James. Thank you, Charlotte. I'll add all this up in a little bit and see.
See, and this is the mod.
Jamie, thank you.
The mods thinking you all hate them. I think this demonstrates the fact that they're valued. I should
stress to the mods that these are all IOUs that are coming in, so you're actually going to be in debt. Well, What a start to the show.
Yeah.
It's going to be. Let me just, Andy.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you. I just need to keep track of exactly where we are. I think I might have missed. Hang on. Oh, right. Where was Andy? So do we have that one from Jim? No.
No.
So that is that. Lino.
Oh, look at that.
Your name?
Oh, now I know.
Lino. Thank you. I'm getting so confused. Just everyone stop for a second. Because something's gone wrong with the system. Did we do Jim Bowen?
I don't...
Oh, this has all gone horribly wrong. I think we are going to get done for fraud. JPU Records, thank you. Right, JPU Records, thank you. I think this is a different set of emails. Peter Smith sent money and then an apology. No, mate. Very generous. Thank you. We got Jeremy Brown. We didn't get
Siobhan, we didn't mention. Brian.
All right. This isn't going to work doing it this way. I'm going to have to go into my PayPal and have a look because I'm going to miss somebody and I don't want to miss anybody. Let's just say, mods, you're going to get a couple of Costas out of this. All right? You're going to get a couple of Costas and we'll do our best to mention the names.
Thank you, though.
Thank you. But yeah, no, it's a mod for another channel. I don't think it was Katie Cakes got in touch and said, this is great. No, this is not why I mod, but this is lovely to see that people
they're
are
valued,
are doing it. So, namaste. I can see it all coming in as well. Thank you. I got to do this because we're a little bit bishy-bashy-boshy. I suppose I don't listen.
Oh,
I don't get any pleasure.
oh no!
Just unplug the light. Excuse me, guys.
Are we about to see what I think we're about to see?
Hang on. Please don't stress me out. Is that light on?
Nope. Yes. You're so weird.
Why am I weird? I'm trying to find a camera that I mistakenly threw down here. Ah, here it is.
This serves you right for being nonchalant with your
nose.
technicals. Thanks for all
Can
the
you
comments
put your
about
hand
my.
up? I need you to put
What?
your hand up and take that. That's right, I've done it.
Speak to me nicely and I'll do you favours.
Oh, F off. So we're going to have a look at the foot. I'm in big trouble with this foot.
Well,
That light's quite good, actually, straight on.
there's a
isn't it?
reason why your podiatrist goes through years of training before they get their hands on a scalpel. That's all I'm going to say. It's not all I'm going to say, but that's where I'm going to start it.
I'm really worried about what's going on with my foot. Right, I'm really worried. Are you ready? This is not... No one comes out of this well. How do I do it? How do I do it? Where was it?
Could we just imagine it?
No.
Could we just Google a picture of, I don't know, a butcher's countertop?
Please, I'm trying to find where where the camera is. Everything has gone wrong. Phone and widgets, line in. Not you.
That's private business.
Second camera. Here we go.
I'm sorry about this. Look away now if you don't like raw meat. Oosh. Move me drink.
What? And it hurts. It hurts. Look at that.
Oh, I'd leave that alone if I were you. That's,
I blame the Emma that phoned in the other day.
She encouraged it.
The marriage is off.
Look at the state.
What is it? Are those verrucas trying to get out of my skin?
I don't think that's normal. Ugh.
Look at that one. Look at that one there.
Yeah. Pop Hazy says you're a patient zero.
There.
Oh,
There's
no,
a pube
come
growing
on.
out of my foot.
Oh, no.
And I can tell you categorically that 20 seconds has completely demonetized this video on YouTube. I've been dealing with YouTube and they don't like feet.
No, they're not for
So
people.
I am no longer taping my foot up. I scraped my foot. Let me show you the kit I used the other day.
Don't show them because you're just... It's the big foot massacre of 2020 and no one needs to see the weapons involved.
Look at this. Right,
Hang on, I've got one of them. Is that like pimples and stuff?
Look.
Oh my God!
Look at this. These are the tools of the trade. So you put a blade in here and you scrape.
Don't.
And then there's the blade. Hello, can I help you?
What do you use this scrape for?
Don't show your son what you're
I
using.
use this razor blade.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Do you want me to come and do yours? Well, then go to bed!
He's gonna sprinkle that.
They are following me!
He's gonna sprinkle that in your cornflakes tomorrow.
See you later, darling. I love you.
Love you.
And the boys have made me laugh so much today. So I've been doing this. It's Veruca's, but I think I scraped it too hard.
I think you did. I think you should put this away and go and see a
Flipping
professional.
hurts. But I've got a new treatment that I found online.
Is it called a chiropodist?
Zinc tablets. I'm on zinc. I bought a year's supply of zinc. It's a zinc deficiency that causes warts. I'm on zinc.
Don't you catch verrucas?
I'm on zinc.
You're such an idiot.
I'm on zinc.
Don't you catch verrucas? Isn't that why we had those foot baths in the 1980s?
Yeah, to catch verrucas. The whole Modathon thing has gone a little bit crazy.
It's gone haywire.
We've had 47 emails. Gareth, Mark, I can't read all of them out because I don't quite know where we got to. Nina, Scudge, thank you.
Jenna, David, Lee, Amanda, Aaron. Oh, Aaron.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Aaron? Maybe, okay. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you to everyone who sent something in.
Maybe we take a bit of this money for us.
No.
Maybe we take just one donation at random. Randomly, I'll take Aaron's.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I think his finger slipped, but thank you.
You got the decimal point wrong. Thank you. It is appreciated. We should pick up our sponsors. What a lazy show today.
Who we got left? Because we've had a churn, haven't we? We've had a change around.
We have had a change around. So we're going to have 3 sponsors this week. 34sp.com is our new one. They're a web hosting provider based in Manchester, completely independent. And there's loads of big companies, right? GoDaddies and all of that. There's huge companies that, some of those companies, some of the people that they use to advertise, I wouldn't. But also, you try speaking to a human being at those companies. It's nigh on impossible. 34sp.com. They're on the phone. I think I read they're on the phone 365 days a year, including Christmas Day and New Year's and all of the bank holidays and all of that. It's a team of people. I tell you what, the reason why we like them, right? They sent us an email and they sent us all the business stuff, which we'll go through. But they also said they've done 24-hour game-a-thons on Twitch for charity. Suddenly I'm in. Secondly, they sent all of their staff home when COVID kind of kicked off, but before
they were prompted to do so by the government.
Before it was fashionable.
Get this as well. They try to be as green as they can, and then they go the extra mile. They plant trees with the Woodland Trust to offset double the carbon that they would produce if they weren't already using 100% renewable energy.
These guys are good.
They are squeaky clean.
They've also given us a code to use. TLNA. It gets you 3 months Free. I said the 10% in the. It's even
way better than that.
So as long as you've got a WordPress thing in your basket, you type in TLNA at the end, you get 3 months free. And here's the thing that I shouldn't actually tell you, but he said it in an email, so tough. If after the 3 months you go, I don't fancy it, you can go. You've had 3 months for free.
They pride themselves on being open, honest, and ethical. The prices you see on their website are the price you will pay. There's no hidden costs. If you want to go, you're gone.
And I've just remembered I haven't got a logo thingy bob for them, so I'm going to do that in a little bit. You're going to see me do that live.
There are loads of people like embarking on side hustles now, thanks to the lockdown.
Yeah.
If you fancy taking yours to the next level, then these are the people to talk to.
Big up the Gregorian. Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, gelaw.co.uk is the website to go to if you're getting divorced. Richard was in our Tier 3 subs meeting today, and he brought some attitude to the game. I liked it a lot.
He's great. So, if you're going through a divorce, it can be made more difficult by lawyers. You've seen the films, right? You've heard the stories from your friends. G-Law won't do that. They will not make any more drama than absolutely is already happening. They will try and smooth things out, and they will try and make sure that you and your family come out the other end in a better place than you are when you start off.
Poseidon Safety Management, ladies and gentlemen, Devon and Cornwall is a whole lot safer as a direct result of the dogs and the human beings, men and women, patrolling the streets, driving around the streets, walking around the streets with their dogs. They're passionate about making a difference in the area. They don't just kind of turn up and go home. They're active. They get involved. They have a look. They report back. And every night they've got dedicated, hardworking professional teams out patrolling businesses, responding to burglar alarms, and above all, really helping to work for a safer Devon and Cornwall. So if you are in those two counties and maybe you've got a shop or you've got a trading estate, or maybe, it's your house, or, whatever, maybe you've spoken to your neighbours and said, well, what can we do to, but just feel a little bit safer. It's not even necessarily about making it safer. It's about feeling a little bit safer. Give them a call. Ask them on Twitter. Speak to them. Give them a phone call, and see what they can do. I'm sure they can help. Should we open the Skype for a bit?
Let's do it and see what happens.
It can only go wrong because this whole thing has been an absolute flipping nightmare so far.
No, we're back on track. Embrace what's happened since. From the negative has come positive.
I haven't got I haven't done the logo for 34sp.com.
Oh, man.
I know. I was too busy this weekend watching the extras on the Enter the Dragon DVD. Didn't actually watch Enter the Dragon. I just watched the extras on the Enter the Dragon.
That's for noobs.
Sorry?
That's for noobs.
Can you wrap the adverts in a ragga style? Well, ragga isn't rap, so you're completely out there. It's completely out.
You've made a right show of yourself.
You've embarrassed yourself, buddy. You've embarrassed yourself. This is obviously a fake call, but we'll take it. We'll take it. This is I'll turn the volume. I'll turn the volume down because I don't think I'm going to trust this person. I didn't fancy
Been sent to bed.
Some of my settings have gone. Something's happened to. I think my computer. Someone has been in and has had a go. You take this one. Go on.
Hello there. Hello, who's that?
It's Jenna.
Hello, Jenna. How you doing?
Oh, is this Jenna actually?
She's here to claim her VIP
Welcome.
status.
Can you, and listen, tell the ladies and gentlemen what it was you said to me. This may surprise you people. What it was you said to me that impressed me so much that I decided to make you a VIP.
I might have set up yours.
And I respected that.
She said it was such venom, it was delicious.
Respected it. Jenna, I believe if you just go on and type a little message, I think you might find yourself one of the elite, the liberal elite that we've heard so much about. You are now a VIP.
Lovely. Thank you very much, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you for being such a good sport today.
Thanks for the sass injection. It was desperately needed.
I love being slapped like that verbally. Oh, it was good. Made me feel alive, and it made me feel like Catherine. Made me feel like a nobody. So thank you. I appreciate that. Us celebs need to be brought down to earth from time to time.
You are more than welcome anytime.
Give him another one, Jenna, before you go.
Up.
Oh, I cut her off by mistake. I'm sorry, VIP Jenna.
You can ring back for the yours.
I'm sorry, VIP Jenna.
You are more than
I'm back, bitch.
Sorry, we can't hear you. Say that again. Oh, what a shame I turned down the audio there.
But well done.
Well done. You said a rude word to me and Catherine. We're the only people that heard it.
Your mum's going to be livid.
Well done, well done. You said a rude, misogynistic word to only 2 people. That's great. Well done.
I think I know who the is in
More
this scenario,
people-
and it ain't us.
More people would have heard it if you shouted it out of your window. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna help these people that phone in and troll us on Skype, right? Your made-up names are the worst. Benji Renjup? I mean, Benji Renjup? Your made-up names and your stock photos are the worst. Hey, Aaron the Smiths on the Twitch page.
Hello, I just wanted to on this Modathon night, say well done to all the mods, and I hope they enjoy the money that I've donated.
Oh,
Aaron, that was you, wasn't
yes,
it?
it was.
That's me, yes.
Now, Aaron, are you sure you can afford that, my friend?
Yes, and the decimal point is in the right place. I normally do like random acts of kindness around London, so I haven't been able to do them for a while. So when
what have you done?
I've done like all sorts of things. Like I work in Hamleys Regent Street, the personal shopper there, and I do random things like buy a toy for a random child that comes into the store, and all kinds of weird stuff like that.
Classy move, man.
I go into
love stuff like
restaurants
that.
locally and pay for the restaurant bill of somebody. I pay for that restaurant bill on that table, and they say it looks like about £60-80, and I go, there you go. It's just something that I love doing,
I love that. What was it? It was Danny Wallace, wasn't it, who wrote a book about doing random acts of kindness? And I've done it a couple of times. When I had a famously, when I was going home after the radio show one night, and I got into an argument with a young woman at the drive-in at McDonald's, and she was rude, and I overreacted, and then it escalated into a F you, no F you.
Then it got very silly over burgers. Come on.
You were listening on the phone, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then I was in front. She flipped.
She flipped, and he met her there.
I was in front of her, right, and it ended badly. I was in front of her, and I got to the pay window first, and I said, I'll pay for mine. Can I pay for my friend behind me as well, please? And the lady behind the counter went, yeah, of course you can. And the woman's face, when she realised that I'd paid for her, and she came out, and I said, I did that because I hope you didn't think it was patronising. I'm really sorry for the way I spoke to you. And she said, I'm really sorry for the way I spoke to you. And it was lovely.
Yeah, it's just so heartwarming for me to just give back, And a lot of people, especially at work, don't understand why I do it. But it's just something that, just fills the cockles a bit. You're left feeling a lot better about yourself.
Just for those, remind me your name on the Twitch chat. Is it it's the Smiths? It's got a number at the end, hasn't it? Or is it just the Smiths?
1986. I was born right at the end of the Smiths era. So, yeah, I've just added my year of birth.
May I say, Aaron? Well, Catherine, you say it.
Well, it's very nice to welcome you as our latest VIP.
Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. Very kind.
Nice to have you aboard.
Thank you.
You're a good man, Aaron. Thanks for the call, mate. I
You
really
take care. Have a
appreciate
good
it.
night.
Thank you. We will. Okay, I'm just going to turn the volume down because I suspect this call is going to be a problem as well. Let's turn the headphones down so you can't hear.
And?
Yep. Just one. Bernard Smith was the name. Bernard spelt wrong.
Bernard. Oh, school next week though. School.
Literally swearing. It's not even the worst swear. I mean, it's not a nice swear, but it's not the worst. To 2 people who have said a lot worse in our time.
Also, one of the definitions of that word is a foolish person. And what is more foolish than someone ringing up to do just that swear with the volume down? Oh dear.
Oh, Ewan, thank you. I am going to do a little tally in a bit. Ewan, that's our friend Ewan. Thank you, Ewan. That is appreciated. Donating money.
There's lots of love for my blouse today, and I'm happy to report it is quite new. It's from Joy. You can get it online. I'm not being paid to say this. It's just I'm happy to share the cat love. And it's
a nice top, that,
and it's in the sale. So get involved. I think they do a dress in it as well. I thought the dress might be a little bit too much cat, as if there is. Anyway, so that's from Joy.
Why has it done that? I don't want that, I want that.
You don't want that, you want that.
There we go. So
Happy Tree's going to get the dress. Why not? Go for it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
I'm trying to log into my PayPal. Imagine if PayPal got hacked.
Oh my.
Is there a way where you can see like all the money that's come in?
Yeah, activity.
Just today.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't look at this. This is private. A lot of this is from. I don't know why I'm whistling "Strangers in the Night," but.
Is it from Strangers in the Night?
No. Holy guacamole.
Yeah.
Can I? Will it add it up for me, or do I have to type it in?
I think you have to type it in.
Swizzle sticks. You lot are nuts. Laura, sometimes streamer, singer, beautiful human being. Jamie, Lino, Dell, Mark, David. Wowzers. All right, we'll add all this up a bit. I'll add it up after the show. Thank you. We are doing we're doing Modathon. If you've enjoyed the stream, and if you've got a quid or two that you can spare, then paypal.me/Iain Lee. And all that money tonight goes to the Mods. Don't give any bits. This is totally the opposite of what you're supposed to be saying on Twitch. But don't give any bits. Don't sub. Unless you want to throw us your free Amazon Prime sub, you can do that. But don't sub. Don't give us any bits tonight. PayPal.me/Iain Lee. Every single penny will be split up between the wonderful moderators who keep this place white supremacist free. And yes, they actually do that in 2020.
Yeah, they do.
They're actually doing that in 2020. Imagine.
Yeah.
Shall we see if...
What if Will is available?
Will is available.
Is there a Will? And is there a way?
Hang on a minute. So let us... how do we do it? Is that one?
Yeah.
So we're going to start that. So Will Varley, some of you... He phoned up the show a few times and people went, is that Will Varley? I said, I don't know, is it? I went, yeah, he's brilliant. I love him. So we'll wait for Will to join us. I need to change all this.
What did I tell you about Will Varley? Born 7th of March 1987.
Damn good looking. I hate good looking people.
He is one of the founding members of the arts collective Smugglers Records.
Yeah.
He's toured extensively.
I could beat them in a fight.
He's toured extensively across the world and opens for the likes of Billy Bragg, Valerie June, Frank Turner, and the Proclaimers. You've heard of those guys.
Yeah, I could beat all of those guys up in a fight.
He's headlined in his own right venues, including the Union Chapel and the Shepherd's Bush Empire. Do you remember when he dropped that one on us?
Yeah.
We were like, what?
Yeah. I could beat the Union Chapel and Shepherd's Bush Empire up in a fight.
And his 5th studio album, The Spirit of Minnie, was released in 2018.
I could beat that record up in a fight.
And I can hear him breathing.
We can hear you breathing, Will. We'd love...
Oh, you're echoing.
You're echoing.
Are you in the Union Chapel now?
This is... No, the echo's gone.
Hey,
hang
closer.
on. Will, am I echoey now? Hello? Oh, the echo doesn't work on there.
Don't mess with it. We only just got the non-echo
We've
part
had
of
a
this
terrible
working.
night, technically, tonight. He's quiet. Oh, you can't hear him, guys. I've got the desktop turned down.
But there he is.
You can hear him. We can see him.
Hello.
He is beautiful, man.
Hello.
How you doing, Will?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. All
It's
right.
lovely
How are
to...
you?
Yeah, I'm all right. We had a stressful start. We nearly cancelled it. My internet was down, which for an internet-based show...
Makes things tricky.
That's
not great.
important. Yeah.
That's not great. But we are all right. It's lovely to see. Sorry, if I'm looking away, it's nothing rude. I'm just fiddling with audio and stuff like that. It's lovely to speak to you properly. We've chatted on the phone a few times on the show. And I know we've kind of emailed and tweeted and stuff. But you're a real human being. Look, we
can see you.
Your face.
Well, quite kind of flat, real human being.
That's all we get these days. That is all we get these days is flat intimacy. I've heard so many conspiracy theories, and maybe you buy into it, I don't know. Maybe they're not, but so many people have said, well, it's to control us. This is now, the COVID may or may not have been real. Well...
To cripple the economy, just for...
Well, hang on a second, though, because a lot of people in power are making a lot of money out of this. You know, the contracts that are being awarded for PPE and all of these things, the track and trace, all of these things are being awarded to friends of the people who are incredibly wealthy anyway, are being given chances to make even more money out of misery, while we're sort of doing all right. But a lot of people are being, the working people are losing out, and the real elite are doing... Sorry, Will, welcome to Conspiracy Corner. I hope you... Just someone said it to me the other day, or I read it the other day or something, and I started going, oh, well, that's not... Oh, well, but actually, maybe there is something.
But those guys have always profited, whatever the situation.
Yep, that's true. That's very, very true.
There we go.
It's just impossible to know what's going on. I think there's a... Have you seen that documentary, Bitter Lake, about the confusion techniques? The kind of...
No, but I like the sound.
Where is this documentary? Is it on YouTube?
It was on iPlayer for a long, long time.
Okay, you passed the first test.
I don't know whether that means it's right or not, but
usually when they're just on YouTube, we think they may be a little dicey.
Yeah, that's how you can lose like weeks of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of adverts for booze at the moment. When I went to the pictures to see Tenet, which I thoroughly recommend. I want to see it again, actually. I won't go to the pictures. It was 15 quid. I'll wait till it comes out on DVD. But lots of adverts for booze. Lots of adverts for booze, Will. And also lots of adverts with like sort of slow... This could be a market for you. Lots of slow, really sad music and a voice going, we've had a tough time recently.
Yeah.
We've really struggled to get through this. But we will.
Playing.
Yeah, go on, do it.
Here we go.
It's been a tough time. We've missed loved ones. Parents have gone unseen. Businesses closing down. Not being able to meet with friends. But don't worry. Have a Coke. Coke will fix it. So much of that, man. They're all that.
Yeah.
They're all
always
that.
break into a joyful vibe as well. And it's like, but we're going to be okay.
Can I just say, Will, you've got the easiest gig ever. Someone has just put in the chat after seeing that piano bit, wow, he is good. So...
Job done.
Thank you, sit stands. You think this is what is it? It's have you seen or heard the Ravi Shankar live at the concert for Bangladesh with George Harrison? And he's like, him and the band are like noodling away, and they stop. Huge round of applause, and Ravi Shankar goes, well, that's great. Well, if you enjoyed the tuning up, if you enjoy the songs as much as you just enjoyed the tuning up, you're really going to like our set. So it's a true thing. It's great. Will, can we have a song, please? Because live music is one of the things. We've been digging the Stephen Page concerts on a Saturday night, but to see someone make something live in front of our very eyes would be delightful.
I've spent the last sort of hour trying to hook up a bit of reverb. It might be too much. I don't know. Do I sound like I'm down a hill now? Down a well?
You sound a little bit like you're in a cellar.
Don't mention a well. It sounds good. I like it.
Do it.
Okay, let's try that. Otherwise, it's been a waste of 2 hours. Might as well use it.
Do it. We'll push through.
Should have wasted 6 months for us.
Okay, I haven't sung a song I was thinking this. I probably should have spent the last 2 hours like thinking about songs that I know, as opposed to playing with sounding like I'm down a well. Right, I'll do this one because I know the words to this. This is like a really old song of mine, but. Well, you're 6 seconds old in the arms of your mother. 6 weeks later, you start to see color. And you learn pretty soon, if you cry, you get tits. You learn how to crawl and you learn how to shit. By the time you can speak, they've got you in school, where just asking questions is breaking the rules. Where 10 years later the system has won. You stopped asking questions and sucking your thumb. On your 13th birthday, they give you a drink. Say get it all down, you forget how to think. So you tell your first girlfriend you're gonna die young. At the end of her garden, she gives you some tongue. Well, by 14, she's left you. Well, life is unfair. You got Shay on your t-shirt and spikes in your hair. And your best friend from school said it just doesn't suit you. You sit on a wall and you talk of the future. Say king for a king, eye for an eye. The birds still sing when they fall from the sky. If I slip a little whiskey now into your cup, would you swear that you'll never grow up? You swear that you'll never grow up? Well, your teenage years scar you like daggers. The insecurities turn into a swagger. Defensive as Normandy, lacking maturity. Drink like a fish, smoke like a chimney. King for a king, eye for an eye. The birds still sing when they fall from the sky. But at least we can laugh, and at least we can smile, 'cause we all just drop in for a while. Yeah, we all just drop in for a while. Well, by 20 you're starting to run out of steam. You got no money and you can't sell your dreams. You get a job in an office like a means to an end. And you start wearing shirts and losing your friends. Then one night you meet a girl after a smoke. She looks alright and she laughs at your jokes. Well, take it all easy, boy, you can be lazy. Watch out, son, you got a baby, oh, 6 seconds old, in the arms of your lover. 6 weeks later she starts to see colour. And you swear that no harm come to her or her mother. Your means to an end, when it's starting to suffer. Say king for a king, eye for an eye. The birds still sing when they fall from the sky. But at least we can laugh, and at least we can smile, 'cause we all just drop in for a while. Yeah, we all just drop in for a while. Now, yeah, it's getting grey, and so is your moustache. Your best friend from school, he dies in a car crash. You bury him, it's raining, you stand by your wife. You say, what have I done with my life? I'm just a name in a family tree, nothing to history, but me and my woman, that's all that it means to me. Singing king for a king, eye for an eye. The birds still sing when they fall from the sky. So slip a little something now into my cup, and we'll swear that we'll never grow up. Yeah, we'll swear that we'll never grow up.
That's incredible.
Oh,
thank you.
May I? Are you? I don't know if are you open for criticism?
Oh my God!
No, yeah.
I love the way you say chimney.
That's not criticism. That's a good thing.
That's the sugar. I'm not so keen on the way you say moustache.
I like it. It's just right.
But you got to rhyme it with car crash.
Go on, do it. Go,
Well, Chris de Burgh would have just done Crash, wouldn't he?
Crash.
He did Romance.
Car crash. Guys with a car crash.
Oh, mate. That was lovely. You've got some fans in the chat, by the way. I think
loads.
Flaming Ice Fox, I think, might be one of yours.
Cool.
And there's a few others whose names have popped by. How are you? Talk about the business, the business side of it in a minute. Mentally, how are you dealing with all of the stuff that the last 6 months?
I feel like I kind of go up and down, you know. And
you can turn the echo off.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I just.
Although he does sound like the voice of God.
Wow.
It's quite a serious issue, and he's got it reverb
Let
on.
me just try to do the. There we go.
There you go. You got it. Go on. Sorry. Mentally, the last 6 months.
Yeah, I felt like at the beginning when it all started happening, I was very quickly going up and down. It would be like a sort of, one day I'd be kind of, this is crazy and exciting and there's all these kind of new things you can try and do. And then the next day I'd sort of feel very low and depressed and scared. And now I feel like it's the same, but it's over a longer period of time. Like I'll get a week where I feel really good and up, and then I'll get a week where I just feel really like kind of blurry and sludgy, and I feel like there's so many parts of my brain that I'm not using. They're starting to kind of die off. You know, it's like it's all getting a little bit repetitive, and I don't know. I want to get on a train and not know where I'm going. Or like...
It's relentless now, isn't it? And it's I hit a wall maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, and I'm struggling to kind of get back up and face the onslaught again, because it's just, I mean, I've got my kids here, and the boys are going back to school this week, so there's kind of concern around that, and it's just relentless.
Yeah, and it's the tricky thing is being careful but not passing on your stuff to the kids. And I noticed that my youngest got quite worried about, she was going out with her granddad the other day, and she got really worried about where they might be going and whether there might be too many people and stuff. And I said, she's 8, she's 8. She's supposed to enjoy going out with her granddad and just trust him to it. And I said, look, he's not going to take you anywhere risky. If there are too many people, you go somewhere else. And that's at the point where I realised that maybe I'm gripping on a bit too tight, and she's getting it from me,
I'm listening. I'm just putting your website in the chat because a lot of people are asking, and they can't Google it themselves.
Christopher.com is
romance.
There you go. And obviously, business-wise, you got no job.
No, yeah. It's been the longest I've gone without doing a gig since I was probably 13, and I'm older than that now. It's like 20 years, of just playing all the time, and I didn't realize how much I really like. It's like part of my kind of whole thing. I didn't realize that until you don't do it, And even watching live music is a huge part of my life.
I was talking to a friend the other day, and she said what she didn't realise from being furloughed for this amount of time was how much of her self-esteem is bound up with her job and what she does for a living, and being productive.
Yeah, and feeling that kind of sense of, we kind of all have these things in our lives that we kind of put together the days to kind of feel good at certain times, and like I've done that, and now I'm going to sort of sit and watch TV for a bit or whatever, and you kind of, and without a lot of the stuff that I do kind of to make the work feel like work, everything just starting to get really it's like kind of a massive bath of mashed potato, and it just kind of keeps coming,
And how are you coping? I know you've got, and there's people are asking, this guy's great, has he got albums? Yeah, bloody hell, he's got albums. Obviously you can go on, if you want to go on Spotify, it's on Spotify, but if you want to support artists, I would suggest buying an album or a CD or something. Now is a great time to do it. You check out the website, willvarley.com. And I know you've got I signed up to a subscription. You've got different kind of packages and stuff.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's great. It's been amazing having the kind of freedom creatively without having to be involved with social media. Because you've got a sort of your own little sort of social media thing without having to kind of go on the wider thing. So I've been a lot freer creatively on there, and I've started a podcast, which I just wouldn't really have the. I don't know. I've kind of thought about it. I've just never got around to it, and doing bits and pieces like that. But it's been great. So it's backstage.willvarley.com, and it's just like it's like its own version of Spotify, basically, with my stuff on.
It's I don't see when it's going to change for performance. I don't see it. I know that there have been some festivals. Okay, well the weather's about to turn, so that's done. We cancelled all of our live shows, and actually it came at a point when I don't want to do live shows anymore. So it's kind of, but I just don't. Who was it we had on last week who said that some comedy venues are looking at doing 3 shows a day because you can only have a third of the audience in. So to make the money they'd make, you got to do 3 shows.
I mean, that's okay for 1 or 2 nights, but trying to do a 3-month tour like that, I think you'd do yourself an injury.
Yeah.
Does it worry you? We'll get to some jolly stuff in a minute, but looking ahead, it must be.
It is, yeah. It's. I'm worried about the whole ecosystem. My agent and all of the people that run the venues and all the whole. It's like this whole thing, and everyone kind of feeds off each other. And I just don't know how it's gonna kind of get started again. I really don't know. And I can imagine doing sort of, you know, small pub shows with you know, 50 to 100 people, but when are you going to be able to have 500 people in a room or 1,000 people in a room? When that's going to be allowed, I don't know.
It's interesting you mentioned the agents, because we got the same agent, and I spoke to him the other day. I said, "How are you doing with all of this?" And he said, "Not great. Every phone call he's made in the last 4 months has been either telling someone they've lost their job, or telling them they've got to take a 35% pay cut." Because there's no money in what we do, you know, or there's less money in radio and TV. And he's not been able to tell anyone in the last 4 months, "I got you that job." Yeah. It's all, are you prepared to to lose a third of your money to carry on working? And so obviously his income is affected, and that means his agency is affected, and it is everyone. It's not just the performer, it's the person that sells the tickets at the theatre, it's the person working behind the bar, the sound guy, the company that you use to hire the van so that you can get all the equipment there. All of that filters through everything, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
What fun stuff are you doing? Have you seen any good films recently?
We watched the Eurovision film.
So good.
Did you enjoy it?
Well, it's funny. I thought the first half, my wife sort of fell asleep. She's like, "It's rubbish," and then it got better. And by the end, because that really modern pop stuff really drives me up the wrong way. Yeah. And there's a lot of that, you know, those sort of big medleys and stuff. But yeah, I think by the end I quite enjoyed it.
You've watched it about 5 times.
About 7. Yeah, me and my kids are obsessed with it, to the point where my eldest had a birthday last week and she got a Yaya Ding Dong birthday card from her sister.
You're now getting heckled in the chat from several people saying play
Yaya Ding Dong.
I really enjoyed. I went to the pictures at the weekend for the first time.
Oh yeah, you said last time we spoke.
It was all right. I cried when I sat there and waiting for the adverts to come on at just the thought of sadness for my kids, thinking, what have we done to this world? But just the freedom of being able to sit in the cinema. And I thought, Jesus, I've missed this more than I thought I'm doing. And I'm there with a mask and, you know, all of that shit. Yeah. But I saw Tenet.
Right. How is it good?
I think it was, the more I think about it.
You didn't enjoy it, but you liked it.
I really liked it, but there was very little enjoyment factor in it. It was, it's really complicated. And 45 minutes into it, I'm thinking, this is too complicated. And I thought, no, this is what I want. I want an intelligent action movie where there's a cut, right? Where I'm not going to give any spoiler, but there is a car chase in it, right? But it's a really intelligent car chase. And I won't say any more than that. People who've seen the film will know what I mean. It's a car chase, and you watch it going, I don't know what's going on, but it's great because for the 2.5 hours...
Are they observing lane etiquette and
a bit, yeah.
Mirror signal manoeuvre?
For the 2.5 hours, you can't stop thinking. You know, it's not like a film with The Rock in or something where you can switch off, and it's lovely, and it's all that going on for an hour and a half. You've got to follow it, and it was great. And Kathy's a little bit more nervous than I am.
Only because I've not been on my own, I don't think. The only time I'm alone at the moment is driving here. And, you know, and I didn't work for 6 weeks, but I've been around the kids.
Absolutely, yeah.
Since this all started. So, I don't know, I feel like, in some ways, I feel like that last Japanese soldier in the jungle. I don't know what is going on.
They had a Japanese soldier in the jungle? I didn't see that guy.
They wouldn't come out, you know. He still thought the war was on and he didn't believe anyone else when they said it was over. I feel like I'm coming out of the bunker and everyone else is carrying on. And I went, whoa, when did this happen?
But to help Catherine release her grip slightly, and my grip is still quite tight, I said, come with me to the pictures this week. And if you don't like it, we'll go. But I would not ask you to come if I didn't think it was safe. The only film that's on that isn't Tenet is the 30th anniversary of, what is it?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
And he's never seen it.
Never seen it, Will. We're going to go and see Dirty Dancing in the pictures, yeah. Can't wait.
It's not social distancing.
So I'm very excited.
Mask. Wow.
Can you imagine? Dirty Dancing now would be taking the mask off and not washing your hands.
Will, I would... Okay, I have my name on Google Alert and it just came up, I've been murdered. But it's another Iain Lee, so...
I think we can confirm that, yes.
Horrific, a relief to my family, horrific to the other family. I didn't mean to make light of that. That sounds horrendous. Will, could you play us another song to get me out of this sticky predicament I've got us in, please?
I can.
And you can put the echo back on if you'd like. I'm loving this, by the way. It's so nice to see you, man.
Great to see you too. I'm going to play a newer song. Well, this is kind of a very new song. I was going through my songs the other day and realised that everything's quite depressing that I've got. And so I've kind of thought I'd write a song for my daughter that maybe wasn't as depressing. She's only 2, and I thought,
love it.
I'd maybe have something a little bit less. And considering, be nice to guide the conversation in that direction. So. You came out of the rain in the darkness of a midnight storm. You were shining like the arms of Orion's arm. Can you see the rain next to that? This is a new song and I don't know the words.
Oh, lovely. Go on, man.
Can you hear the song in the wind again like we used to then? We can still dance whether we are dead or alive. No, it's been so many years. One thing that I know is I never get tired of loving you. No, I never get tired of loving you. As this world turns into something new, I will never get tired of loving you. See how one day breaks so easily into that evening sun. This is the eternal curse of our restless minds. But we can wave at each other through time as if life was a mountainside. We can still dance whether we are dead or alive. No, it's been so many years. One thing that I know is I never get tired of loving you. No, I never get tired of loving you. As the world turns into something new, I will never get tired of loving you. Something a little bit more,
One of the best John Lennon songs in the world, right? And I hated it as a kid. And now a 47-year-old dad is Beautiful Boy. Do you know that one?
Yeah, I do, absolutely. Yeah.
It's when he came back and he hadn't done an album for 5 years and everyone was like waiting for, Strawberry Fields Forever and I Am the Walrus, and he came back with an album of songs about his wife and songs about his kid, and Beautiful Boy, and everyone went, Jesus, he's singing a song about Beautiful Boy, but it's so good, and maybe you need to be a parent. Do you know the song, Catherine?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, and there's that vibe,
Thank you, yeah.
it's equivalent, it's beautiful.
I think sometimes, the thing is, especially when things are going on like this in the world, there's a tendency just to really go into yourself and to make everything very, very depressing. I've always done that my whole career, but for some reason, I just really wanted to write. When the world was falling apart, actually, I wanted to write something kind of that made me feel happy to sing.
I was just wondering, Will, what gauge you're going for these days on the old strings there? What gauge you're going for? Going heavy, light, medium? What are you doing? What are you doing these days, Will?
These are medium strings.
Thought so. I thought so. I was going to say that. Yeah.
Why are you asking that?
Technical guitar question. See, we're just guitar bros. Got my guitars over there, Will. I'd get them, but Catherine will tell me off. I'd love.
Get one. Go on and play Will a song.
I don't want to embarrass him. He's the guest. I'll play one when he's gone.
I bet you will.
It's rude. It's rude to belittle the guests with your own talent.
Oh, is that what would happen?
A good host plays down their talents to bring up the guests' talents.
Oh, there's no playing down required.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Will. See, he appreciates it.
He's sparing all our blushes.
He knows the game. He knows the game. What was it like playing at Shepherd's Bush Empire?
It was amazing. It
Some
feels
venue.
like a whole different universe, that gig.
I saw Stephen Stills there. That's the kind of place it is, you know. And you did that.
It was nuts.
You've done all that off your own bat, as we would say.
In what sense?
Well, is it? How have you kind of made this happen? You haven't got like a Decca Records or a Columbia Records behind you.
No, there's no sort of major label or anything. No, but I was very lucky to meet a couple of good groups of people. So a group of people in Kent called Smugglers Records first, and then Extra Mile Recordings in London, who looked after me a lot and took me on tour with Frank Turner and some other people, and I've toured with the Proclaimers and done some a lot of great opening slots, and that's kind of how I've got a lot of my audience, I think.
Well, I've only met Billy Bragg once. I know you've toured with Billy Bragg.
Yeah, done shows with Billy.
Only met him once, interviewed him because he had a brilliant book out about skiffle. Such a good book.
You were totally charmed by him, weren't you?
What a delightful gentleman.
Amazing guy, yeah.
Isn't he? And he was there, he was filming something. I met him in a room above a pub, and he was filming something for Top of the Pops. It was like talking about when he was on Top of the Pops. I don't think, maybe it was sexuality he was talking about. I don't think it was the Beatles one. And so I just sat there watching him doing that, and he said, all right, Iain, can I just go and quickly grab a coffee? And I said, Billy, you take your time. And we just had 45 minutes. And it was just a joy. I don't know much about his music. I've got a couple of his albums because when I was in the jungle, Shappy recommended a couple of his records. So I got them and loved them. But this book about skiffle was just incredible, a real eye-opener.
Yeah,
what a lovely man.
He's an amazing bloke. So I did the first show with him in an amazing venue in, where was it? It was like a circus that had been converted into an old Victorian circus. And the stage was on top of where the pool would have been, where they kind of have all the seals and whatnot. I can't remember what it was called, but I went up there, and I've been a fan of Billy Bragg's kind of my whole life. And I was backstage, and there was a knock at the door about an hour before the show, and it was Billy Bragg, and he said, "Do you watch the Beautiful Game?" And there was some kind of football match going on. I literally have no idea about football, and I just went, "Yeah." And so I went with him into his dressing room, and I sat for 45 minutes watching this football match with Billy Bragg and a couple of his crew. And I was sitting there, I was thinking, there's so many things I'd love to sort of, chat to Billy Bragg about in this moment. But actually, we just sat and watched football for 45 minutes. And every now and again, he'd go, "Oh, yeah." And I go, "Oh, yeah." What's going on? But we've since met many times, and he's given me some great advice.
It's nice, isn't it? People like that, you just feel very comfortable around, It was lovely. Are you doing any Zoom shows? Because we've done a couple. Our friend Stephen Pages does it every week. I
did a couple of sort of Facebook Live shows at the beginning of the thing, and I just haven't done it again. Just haven't kind of had the impetus or the kind of the energy to do it. I should do another one.
No. I should. It's if you fancy it. As Kath keeps reminding me, when I struggle with projects or get down about stuff, she keeps saying, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. This is such a weird time for human history, and it's unique. And there's no
right way of doing it. If you're not feeling it, just listen to yourself and sit with it for a bit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
WillVarley.com is the website. You got someone in your chat is saying Bandcamp as well. Is that the best place to go?
Not yet. No, it will be on Friday.
Okay.
Because I'm actually this week, one of my lists of things to do is to upload and get all my Bandcamp sorted. But if you wanted to go Bandcamp, do it on Friday. And also they cut the percentages on a Friday, every other Friday or every month or something. So yeah, Friday for Bandcamp. But otherwise, Spotify, follow me on there, or willvarley.com. There's some stuff for sale on the website.
Is it true as well? If people follow you on Spotify, is better for you financially?
Yeah. Well, it's better just... I don't know if it's better financially, but it just kind of increases your metrics and the kind of... I think the way... Because there's all these algorithms, like computer brains running Spotify.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're working out, but I think following on there is good.
All right. Well, we'll send me a tweet on Friday with the Bandcamp link when everything is up, and we will retweet it.
Yeah,
will do. Thanks so much.
So nice to see you, man. At last, I can't. When this is all done, we'll have to go out for a cup of tea somewhere and a slice of cake.
That'd be lovely. That'd be great. Absolutely. Yeah, I missed you at the Bob Dylan thing. I know you weren't a big fan, but
yeah. What did you think of that?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
He didn't give a toss, did he?
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time. Me and my dad just got drunk and really enjoyed it. Really.
Looking back on it, I loved it in the context of Bob Dylan since 1966 has been going out on stage and going, yeah,
pleasing himself.
Oh, you want blowing in the wind? I've got this. Blow this in the wind.
Or you can work it out. I'm going to sing it in no particular order.
He's done it. He's done it forever. When I was one of the suckers that paid whatever it was, 150 quid a ticket to be in the Golden Circle, I felt cheated and pissed off, even though I knew it was coming. And I still felt like a schmuck. A year later, I get it. I was part of the great Bob Dylan swindle, and I'm proud. I'm proud to have been part of it.
You'll really know you're part of it when you book to go and see him again.
Bloody hell. Well, it's so nice to talk to you, mate. Thank you so much. It's lovely to, see you. It's lovely to see your lips moving, is what I'm trying to say, but I couldn't find a nice way of saying it without it sounding creepy. Stay safe, and we'll speak again soon, mate.
You guys
Take care.
Too. Great to
Take
see
care,
you
Will.
guys.
See you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Talented
He's
people.
so good.
Isn't he?
Also, prefacing it with, I haven't played anything for 6 months. Wow. It was so good.
I will in a second. I will wowed and wow you.
You won't.
Yeah, I will, mate.
I mean, we'll be gobsmacked, but not for the same reasons.
It is. We'll open the phones. It is Modathon. You see some of the mods in the chat. They've got little daggers by their names. That's because
they'll strike you up.
Listen, the show could exist without them. Completely honestly, the show could exist without them. But for a lot of the show, me and Catherine will be doing this, going, right, ban them. Oh, no, there's loads of them. Hang on, just give us a second. We've got to ban these. They mean that we can do the show knowing that there are 8 or 9 people that we trust completely to keep an eye on the chat and make sure we don't...
But also, they make sure the chat is a nice, gentle place to hang out and it's not completely overtaken by, divs.
So far, all of the money that you have given to us over the past 2 months has come to us, and we split it 50-50, and this is our job, and this is how we feed our kids, and this is how we pay the mortgage, and it's our job.
Yeah.
The mods do it as volunteers because they're fans of the show. So we thought tonight, not the bits and not the subs, because that's slightly complicated. They go into a different pot, and it's just tricky. But if you were going to sub, or you were going to give us bits tonight, don't. Thank you to... I see some of you have, but don't. Instead, go to paypal.me/Iain Lee, and a quid, if it's a quid, that's great. It's like, just consider it a tipping your waiter, or we're just passing a hat around after the thing. Every penny that shut up, Pete, just stop being a knob. Pete's one of the mods, and I'm tempted to demod him at 1 minute to 12.
Did you call him a knob?
No, I don't think so.
I was going to say Nobathons tomorrow.
Oh, snot came out. If you watch that back in slow motion, you'll see snot bogey come out of this nostril. I lost my thread there. Yes, so every penny that goes to that PayPal until midnight, I've got, look.
Oh, mate. Do you want a tissue? Oh, no!
Well, I haven't got a hanky. Give me that pink rag.
No, it's my daughter's top. Move your thing. I'll go and get it. Don't wipe it anywhere. Don't wipe it anywhere. God, this is like it with the kids. Don't wipe it anywhere.
Actual bogey mucus. Thank you. This is going to go on eBay.
You just put me in full-on mum mode.
I know you have a hanky,
tissue before he gets wiped somewhere horrible.
every penny that goes to that paypal.me/Iain Lee tonight will be split amongst the mods who have opted in to be part of this. Some of them have said, do you know what, I'm all right, I'm still working, I've got a few quid coming in, and some, and also I've done it, 'cause it can be a bit embarrassing saying, I haven't worked for a while, I'm struggling for a bit. So the mods have approached me privately to say, yes, please count us in, and there's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed about. It's just, it's the way the world is at the moment. The world sucks. So paypal.me/Iain Lee. We've got another hour and 20 minutes or so, and let's just say you've been very generous so far. I was jotting down some of the numbers, so thank you. Oh, I had my most rock star moment today.
Go on.
So I've been booking either Tesco deliveries or Tesco click and collect. And I knew I had a delivery for this morning at between 11 and 12. And last night I thought, actually, I don't really need it. I booked it ages ago. I thought I don't need it. So what I did was I moved it on the app to like 2 or 3 weeks' time, right?
Yeah. I
thought that I'll probably need it. I moved it to a Friday, I remember, because I thought, I think I've got the kids that weekend. So if I have a delivery on the Friday morning, I've got stuff for them. And so I thought nothing of it. And then I'm sat here at the computer this morning uploading some videos on the YouTube channel, loads of new videos. The porch, I have the porch door unlocked in the mornings for so that people can just put in post and stuff in there. And a guy in a fluorescent jacket came in and put a package down in the porch. And I went, "Thank you, mate." He went, "It's all right, Mr. Lee." I went, "Thank you." And he went, and I thought it was Amazon. It wasn't. It was Tesco. I hadn't clicked chain, confirm, or I must have not clicked confirm. I can blame it on the system. And so the delivery had come. Now, when you book a delivery online, you have to put something in your basket, otherwise your delivery goes after 3 or 4 hours. So I put in 2 vegan burritos. And that's what was delivered this morning, 2 vegan burritos.
I am amazed, right? Because a friend of mine did the similar thing, because when you get your slot, you want to think about I don't know, it might be 2 weeks in advance, but you want to think about your shopping list nearer the time. So you normally put something in a holding, that's it. Yeah. So my friend, for example, put a cucumber in it and forgot about it in her shopping list.
Okay, thank you.
And then forgot about it. But she got a phone call on the morning of the delivery saying, just to check, you only want a cucumber? And she went, "Oh no, silly me, please, cancel it, don't worry, it's not worth it for a cucumber." Although cucumbers are wonderful and an excellent source of something. But yeah, they didn't check with you. You must be on their weirdo list or something.
But then loads of people said that they had the same thing. And then a Tesco delivery driver said, honestly, the number of times that happens every single day. But then someone messaged me saying, well, that reminds me of the time I waited in for a whole Friday for a fridge to be delivered that I hadn't ordered.
Oh!
I hadn't ordered it. I thought it was coming. Oh no! Isn't that awful? I don't think Stuart at 34 sp.com has sent me a logo. That's totally my fault for not asking him for a logo. So I'm going to email him. Stuart, do you have a logo we can display, please? In the meantime...
If not, please send a cucumber.
In the meantime, Colin...
Oh, Colin.
Can we use that? That looks a bit... It looks great. But I don't think we need it, Colin, but thank you. 34sp.com. Let's do our sponsors. It's time for the sponsors, and we got a new one this week. We got 34sp.com, web hosting provider in Manchester. So they do domain names. You're looking for a domain name, go there. You're looking for web hosting. They will host your website. It's the place to go. They are really, really great to their staff. This is the reason why we like them. One of the reasons I like them is they sent everyone home when COVID-19 was kind of kicking in way before they had to. And they've already told all of the staff, if you want to stay home for the rest of the year, you are very, very welcome to. How cool is that? When the government is saying, government and radio station we used to work for are saying you are lazy and cowardly if you do not go in. 34sp.com are saying, look, if you don't want to come in for the rest of the year, don't. Work from home.
No pressure.
Work from home. Imagine the relief of that, of just knowing that. They've also sent everyone, this is nuts, right? What company does this? 34SP does. They've also sent everyone special antiviral masks from, it's based in Manchester, from a Manchester-based mask manufacturer. And this is a basic one, and I don't know why more people don't do this, they're a living wage employer as well. None of your minimum wage, living wage.
Also, they hold staff pizza parties on Zoom.
That I don't approve of. That's a step too far.
That's the bit that got me. I thought, yes, please.
I think that what's interesting, we'll read some of their reviews later on Google, because most of them are really, really good, except you're always going to see one or two really crap reviews on Google, because that's the way Google works. But they're kind of reviews that don't really make sense. And what's great is they reply to every single... Stuart replies to every single thing.
In the most gentle, helpful, charming way. No snark, no biting back, even when people are being ridiculous.
Yeah.
When they're being ridiculous. So, yeah, they're just wonderful. Also, they try to make sure that they give at least something like, was it 10%? They host charities for...
Let's get this right, because I want to make sure that we get this absolutely right. They offer, you're spot on.
10% of their hosting capacity they give to registered charities.
In fact, let me put the link in the chat, because if you are there's a few criteria you have to meet, okay? So bear that in mind. But if you are a registered charity, or you work for one or you know one, have a look at that link I've just put in the chat.
And they said that equates to about 600, and they've got a full list of them that you can have a look at.
I clicked on the list and it was shed loads.
Yeah.
34sp.com. They're with us for a month. Thank you so much.
And the good news is there is a code you can use and you can get 3 months absolutely free.
TLNA. We've got a lot to tell you about them. Here's a bold move that we made. We've asked Somersway Solutions to step away from the plate for a week. What? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I just felt, and now I'm going to ruin it slightly by talking about it, I just felt that by constantly saying their name, that you guys were getting a little bit deaf to the message.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to them over the weekend, I said, can we just take a week's break? We're just going to shunt you on a week. So you still got the time that you booked. Let's just not mention you for a week. Well, I'm mentioning you, so I'm going back at it. It doesn't make any sense. Because I'm just thinking that saying Somersway Solutions every single night, you're hitting a brick wall now, because you've heard it enough. So we're not going to talk about them this week. They're still sponsoring us. They're not paying for this week. Obviously, we've just shunted it along. They're still with us. They're still part of the team, and we're proud to be associated with them. Just thought we'd have a break from them for a week.
We'll let you wonder about them for a bit.
Let you wonder. Big up the Gregorian.
Right up.
Talk to me about Gregorian, please.
Gregorian Emerson family law. They will not make a dramatic time any more dramatic. They will not pick fights. They will not tell you to do things that will create any further conflict. What they're trying to do is make sure you get through that divorce as calmly and as happily as possible. They want to make sure that your family, when you come out the other side of it, is in a better place than it was when you started. Because, you know, you might not be married anymore, but you are certainly mum and dad. They represent as many mums as they do dads, and they get you through your kind of all the legal minefield, you know, as stress-free as possible. Have a chat with them. They can talk you through stuff. No commitment straight away. Have a chat with him. He's a nice bloke.
He's a nice bloke. I would phone him up and ask him to have a push-up competition on the phone. Let's see how interested he really is in your business. I wouldn't do it to Nick from Poseidon Safety Management.
No, because he can do it one-handed.
Tasty.
He's one of them.
Very, very tasty. That looks like you're having it off with a dwarf there.
How do you know?
I've seen a film.
I was young and needed the money.
Probably don't use that word anymore. I take that back. We probably don't use that word anymore, and I'm sorry. I don't know what the correct term is now. I take that back. Please don't cancel me.
I didn't have it off with anyone on film.
I take that back, indeed. That was a terrible word to say. But Poseidon Safety Management, I would not charge them to a push-off, because these guys are buff. Nick, who runs it, is buff. At Poseidon Safe on Twitter, Poseidon Safety on Facebook. How do you make security sexy in Devon and Cornwall?
You let Poseidon handle it. That's how you do it.
It's tough. It's a tough sell in an advert, isn't it? Really. Oh, it's Poseidon sexy. Well, what's sexy about it? They keep places safe and they're nice people and they're really interested in the community and they do a lot of stuff for the community for free. I mean, that's it, basically. That's it.
They understand their communities as well because it's where they come from. They employ local people. They're ex-forces, they're ex-police. They work alongside the police. They're not, they're not getting in their way.
Is it true they're psychic as well, or did I dream that?
I bet some of them are. Maybe some do have the gift.
I think some of them can,
The dogs can definitely see ghosts.
I think so. I
yeah.
think so. I think so. I'm sure I read somewhere that they've got psychic abilities.
Yeah.
Poseidon Safety Management is the place to go. Let's open the old phones.
Good.
It's been a ramshackle show this evening, but I'm enjoying it.
But we're on, and we didn't think we would be.
Can I just do a little bit more maths? I got as far as Noi, and then we got
He's totting up the figures from the Modathon. Thank you to everyone who's donated
Mark,
so far.
Mark, Craig, Mark Ford, Joseph, Charlie, Rebecca, Ian, Emma, Noi, Paul, Neil, Nelly, Anthony, Gerald. Thank you. And that last one is Mark Craig. And just jot it all up. Thank you. It's appreciated. We'll have another little push in the next hour. It is very kind of you.
The mods are feeling the love tonight, and deservedly so.
Yes,
thank you to everyone.
Yes, mods. The phone lines is open. Can I do a song then?
If you must.
I must. Music is my first love. I've lost my plectrum, so hang on.
Oh no. Well, never mind then. Let's do it another night.
That's all right. I've got a box of
Oh, good.
over here. Oh no, that's not my plectrum box.
What's that then? Is that your toenails?
Oh.
Some people do keep toenails, don't they? I happened across a phenomenon where people keep their cat's whiskers.
Kath, I got you a present. Look, might be a bit big for you. Got you a full size.
I can't do electric guitars.
I bought this for my little boy. Right.
I noticed earlier on when Will was playing, he put his thumb over the fret, and I used to get told off for that.
He's. I don't want to criticise the lad. He's not here, but it's not right, is it?
My guitar teacher Valerie used to get a pencil and go.
All right. I want to sing a song of love to the ladies of the world. I want to tell them how much I love the ladies of the world. I'm a heterosexual man. I'm just doing the best that I can. Going round making love to the ladies of the world. Smile to the ladies of the world. Blow a little kiss to the ladies of the world. Share a little drink with the ladies of the world. Ladies of the world. I wanna sing to the ladies of the world. I wanna make love to the ladies. Ladies, pretty ladies. Bonjour madame, ça va bien, merci. Making some love in Paris. Ja, das ist sehr gut, mein Baby. Making love out in Deutschland.
Oh, God!
Konnichiwa, pretty little Japanese lady. Tokyo or Kyoto. Howdy there, a farmer's daughter from America. They're ladies of the world. Countries, towns from different parts of the world.
Covered a lot.
Arms and legs, lips and legs from ladies of the world.
No heads.
Heads.
Shoulders.
Shoulders, knees and toes.
Yes!
Ladies, knees and toes. Heads. Shoulders, knees and toes.
Oh dear. The end. All right, you take
You're
it.
from
he's taking it
Ireland.
to the
I
fridge.
want to go and make love to you in your daddy's barn. Wee lassie from Kilmarnock in
No.
Scotland. You're Welsh, I'm English. Let's make love. Ladies of the world, Italian lady, put down your spaghetti.
Oh, now, come on.
Let's make love. I think of some other countries. Give me a country and I'll
Spain.
Okay. Sexy senorita looking like the doll I put over my toilet roll. I wanna make love, I wanna make sweet love. Please click my castanets, Spanish lady of the world.
Okay, I think that'll do.
It's so cold here. Bjork, make love to me in Iceland. You're a lady of the world.
Oh, God.
And Africa. There we go. That's it. So, you say, listen, Will songs are all very well and good, right?
Oh, my God.
Which one are you going to be singing tomorrow? Whose songs?
Gosh, to the police, yeah.
Whose songs are you going to be singing?
Oh, sweet
Whose
Lord. That
song?
was like the Kokomo of women, wasn't it? Wow.
Singer-songwriter.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, that was a very special time. That was a very special time.
My children are upstairs.
Yeah.
I hope
well,
they didn't hear that,
they learnt some geography.
because I think that's... And they learned about biology. Two lessons for the price of one lesson.
I've never heard a song before where it's been, I'm a heterosexual man.
The thing is, I'm not even heterosexual. So it just shows I can really inhabit.
Yeah.
It's unlike
You can make a character.
Well, it's the same. Is Paul McCartney Eleanor Rigby? No, but he told us a great story about her, and I told you a great story about a guy who does not discriminate.
Yeah, Barry Manilow wasn't singing about Mandy, was he?
He was singing about man.
It was Man. Or Andy. Or Randy.
Oh, look at my tongue when I do that. It looks like a lip. Dad's not happy. Look at Dad. Hang on. How do I get it so he's looking at me? I want Dad.
I've seen him in Eurovision. He goes, "Shut up."
He's looking at me. You shut. Am I looking at him?
Yeah.
You shut up, Dad. You're a jerk off.
Okay.
Okay, you can get lost, Dad.
Oh.
Let's do this. Play this scene out. You're a piece of trash, Dad, looking at me like that. God damn it, you ruined my life.
Don't talk to me like that.
I'll talk to you how I want, you goddamn piece of trash.
You're a chicky boy.
Okay, give me that.
That's how he talks in Eurovision. His accent is absolutely outrageous.
Glenn says, my missus is really mad at me because I'm doing loads of quizzes online during lockdown. Is she A, overreacting, B, unfair, C, irritating, or D, all of the above? I like that. I think that's funny.
Did you just make a quiz out of that, out of your marital strife?
That's the joke, Catherine. That's the joke.
Well, I think the joke might be on you, Glenn. Sleeping on the sofa again tonight. Or B, in the shed.
Good evening, Alistair.
Hello, Alistair.
Hello, nobody else was phoning in, so I thought I might phone in with a couple of things.
Please do, mate. Yeah, no one else is phoning in. What scumbags?
They've been scared off by your song, Ladies of the World.
I thought that was quite good, actually.
Can I tell you, can I surprise you, Alistair?
Yeah.
Made that up on the spot.
Well,
Just made that up
it
then.
doesn't surprise me.
I'm going to take that as a compliment and think about it and get back to you tomorrow once I've worked it out.
Excellent.
Oh, God.
So I think
I
think
just
you
want
should
it to end.
you should put something on record, Iain, I believe.
We have put something on record, and we've still got loads of them in a box in the shed. So,
But for Christmas, we're going to be making record ashtrays for everyone.
or clocks. Was there in your school? Was there ever a thing, right?
Yes.
Where they'd have like business. There's like a business class, and so kids would go around going in like registration. Yeah, we're from. Okay, everybody. We've got some of the students from the 5th year business class who'd like to have a word with you. Yeah, we're doing a survey. Would you like to buy a clock made out of a record or an ashtray?
We had a whole thing where we had to have a biscuit company, and my company won. We were called Nobby's Nibbles. We had to make Christmas biscuits.
You stole that because they're a peanut. Please don't
Nobby's
move
Nuts.
Please don't move my
No, we had
keyboard.
Nobby's Nibbles in like 1993.
So you
It was
stole
way
their
before
campaign.
Nobby's Nuts. It was before Nobby's Nuts.
What was it with the nuts in the pub?
Oh, the sexy lady nuts.
What was that about?
Where you pulled them off and you might get to see a boob.
What, do you remember that, Alistair?
No, I
Do you
didn't.
remember that? On the KP Nuts, behind the counter, there was a picture of a sexy lady, and there was like, I don't know, 10 rows of 5 packets of nuts. And if you pulled them off, you could...
I'll mock it up.
Hopefully see...
Imagine I'm... Right, so pull off a nut.
I don't want to go anywhere near your nuts. They look rank.
Ready salted.
Yeah.
Chili. Okay, Stu, we got the jokes. Now focus on the show. Stu, guess what? We're doing the entertainment. So stop putting your crap jokes in the chat. Focus on us. We're doing the show. We are the show. You relax. Never ring my bell.
You can ring my bell.
Great. You
No,
can't
not
ring
you.
mine.
Why?
Because it's private. Oh my God. We're doing the entertainment. Okay? Alistair, how may we...
That really hurts. Why would you do that?
Why? Because you had a bell on your head. Of course I'm going to hit it hard. Can't tell if it's laughter or crying.
I'm laughing, but I'm plotting revenge.
Alistair, please...
Go on, carry on, Alistair. Very interested.
Right.
Shut up!
Okay.
How may we help you?
So a couple of things. I completely endorse Will Varley's recommendation about Bitter Lake. It's available on iPlayer and also hypernormalization. Adam Curtis's truth is the truth. But the other thing I wanted to say
well, hang on. That's your truth.
I like how you slipped it in there in subliminal fashion.
That's your truth.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
It is. Now I've been reading a book about the Beatles.
It is your truth.
Yes.
Can you see the birds?
But,
Please, I'm trying to listen to someone who isn't you.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. But it suits the truth that I want to listen to.
It's your truth. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Anyway, no, of more interest. I've been reading a book by Ken McNabb about the end of the Beatles.
Oh, I just finished that book.
Yeah.
I just finished that book 2 or 3 days ago. Spoiler alert, they split up.
And then 2 die.
I haven't got very far into it, but already, I'm not, a great aficionado, so I don't know much of the history, but, I was actually surprised at the level of sort of disrespect and dislike that kind of, not disrespect maybe, but certainly dislike between Paul and John, especially. And I'm assuming that things are going to get worse, not better, in terms of their relationship. And it just surprised me. But also, I wanted to ask your opinion here. Do you think it was at the base level about greed, or do you think it was about musical differences or about anything else?
What, the split?
Yeah.
I don't think it was about greed, although money certainly played a part in it, and they
the other three, George, Ringo, and it becomes you'll find a character called Alan Klein, who when Brian Epstein died. When Brian Epstein died, the Beatles were lost, and they had their first kind of failure with Magical Mystery Tour, and they were lost. They realised they needed a manager. Paul wanted his father-in-law, Lee Eastman, and the others wanted this Alan Klein, who was a con man and a scumbag, and Paul could see it. So there's that. The other Beatles also, or John in particular, found out that Paul had been secretly buying up shares in the publishing company, so he owned more shares than John, and John was furious at that. Yeah. I don't think it was music. I think there was a bit of musical differences. Everyone hated Obladi Oblada and Maxwell Silverhammer, and Paul hated Cold Turkey and Instant Karma. So there's a bit of it, but they've been together for a long time and friends forever, and they were the biggest band in the world, and they were all insane. They were all insane. It was David's disagreeing with me. Dave, I'm talking. Who's the the audience? I history is written by the winners, and I'm winning. I just think they outgrew each other, and also John and Paul were best friends, and they were in love, and not in a sexual way, but they were in love, and it's hard to keep that intensity going.
Do you think when did you think it started to go wrong? Was it
the day
around the time
it started to go wrong? The day Paul McCartney sat on top of a bus and played 20 Flight Rock. That's when it started to go wrong. The day he introduced 14-year-old George Harrison to John, and George played Raunchy. That's when it started to go wrong. I don't know. I would say it went wrong with what's the song about life is very hard?
And there's no time.
We can work it out. I would say We Can Work It Out.
Right. Yes.
The Beatles are the best. I read that book, actually, and I finished that book a week ago. The one I finished at the weekend was Dreaming the Beatles. I'm now reading a really trashy book about the Beach Boys by Rocky somebody, who was hired in 1975 to stop Brian Wilson buying cocaine. But he's just like a beefcake, and he ends up having it off with Marilyn Wilson, having an affair, with Brian Wilson's wife. And I think he beats the crap out of Dennis Wilson at some point. I haven't got to that point yet. Blimey. But then I'm going to go back and read another Beatles book, because I just cannot stop reading about the Beatles.
Yeah. So did you think that Ken McNam's book was good?
Yeah, it's great. It gets a little bit dry about 3/4 of the way through as he dissects the Alan Klein stuff, but it's messy. It's very, very messy, but it's great. I thought it was a really good book. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, have a good rest of the show. Hope it goes better than the start.
Thank you.
The start has brought us here, Alistair. We will never regret the start.
Thank you, I think, Alistair.
Wow.
Hey, here's the thing, right? Because my man hasn't got back to me. This is what I'd like to do. Right, this door opens this way. Mm-hmm. You see the problem, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible to get it so that the door opens through that way into the kitchen? Because if it opens that way, right, here's what we can do. We can move this desk back a foot, bring the camera a bit, we lose this. Right, we lose this.
Hey!
Sorry. Got more room. We lose that. Got more room. Space. And if we want to go into the kitchen, you can push the door. Is that doable? I'm not getting beads. Don't anyone that tells me to get beads. Okay. Yeah, easy. All right, Pete. What time are you coming round? Pete, Pete? What time are you coming round?
No, I don't think he's saying that.
That's it. Do it again.
I don't think he's saying that.
What time? What's he saying then?
I think he's just saying it can be done.
All right, Pete. Well, what time are you coming round, mate?
Just think he says it's possible.
He said it was easy.
Yeah, for someone who knows how.
Well, Pete obviously knows how. Otherwise, he's just guessing.
He's probably Googled it.
Good point. Just paint the corner black. It's not a bad idea. If you could carry on, if you could paint like curtain, basically, if you could paint what's behind it, so you'd have sort of curtain up here, and you'd have books carrying on behind Dad. It could work. Pete's a carpenter. So what time are you coming round then, Pete?
He might actually do it.
Pete, what time are you coming round, buddy?
Depends where he's based.
Pete, I'm near Aylesbury.
Are you Pete?
Pete?
Actually, do you want Pete in here?
I don't like the sound of Pete.
Nah, sounds like... Oh.
Cocky.
Well...
Arrogant.
Maybe he's just self-assured.
Could be.
Invite him round.
Pete lives in Devon. Okay.
What are you saying? You're not willing to work?
How much do you reckon it'll cost, Pete? And will it F up my house? I'm worried it'll... Okay, do we have any Feng Shui experts in? Because I'm now worried it'll F up my Feng Shui. Hey, we've nearly got 10,000 followers. Danny's been keeping a tab on the followers. Oh, 22 off 10,000.
Ooh, tantalising.
Click follow. Just take the door off. Someone said that, but then you can see into the kitchen, and in the daytime, a lot of light comes in.
People get obsessed with whether the bin lid's open or not.
Might stir things up here, but Beach Boys are better than the Beatles. I would disagree. I prefer the Beach Boys, but the Beatles, I think, are infinitely better than the Beach Boys. Stitch some dyed toilet mats together and make a funky 50s curtain.
I think it looks quite effective.
I enjoyed that. That is up Fridays.
Changing rooms
is up on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel, man. YouTube.com/Iain Lee. I've been uploading so much stuff, and no one. It's not changing any of the sub numbers or anything. I've got a whole episode of Rise that I've just had to cut out the music by Mystique and Belle and Sebastian. Mystique.
Oh, I liked them. I had their album.
Them. It's a great episode of Rise. I don't like watching me on Rise because I know I was a very troubled soul and I don't like the act. But it's Belle and Sebastian. So it's me, Lola, Dougie, Zora, and I've kept all the ads in. I take one ad out, but it's got the ads in as well. Vicky Butler Henderson.
Oh, yeah.
Reviewing the TV with Dougie. Mystique.
With the Bob pamphlets.
Belle and Sebastian. And the gentleman Harvey from So Solid Crew.
Oh. Wasn't he with Alicia Dixon
Can't remember.
for a while?
I don't remember I didn't watch it. They weren't actually in the studio. They were pre-recorded, so I can't quite remember the chronology of their relationship. Can we have a version with just Zora, please?
It all went horribly wrong, didn't it? Because he went off with Thingy.
Went off with Thingy.
From
What's his face?
Yeah.
So I've uploaded that. I just need to make that live, and I've uploaded me and my 8-year-old. Hey, Chris, thank you. That's very. All of these are generous. Thank you. I'm not in any way saying, hey, you're more valid than anybody, and not at all. But thank you. So I'm just gonna. I'm right not to say on stream how much has been given, aren't I? Am I?
I think so.
Because I don't want it to be a competition. We've got another 50 minutes. What are we talking about? Anyway, go to the YouTube channel, please, because woman's making a chocolate. Okay, that's irrelevant to what we're talking about. So that's absolutely irrelevant. So please just go away. Why is Katia tweeting us when we're doing this? Anyway, so that's going up. What else did I put up? Oh, some foot stuff. YouTube doesn't like foot stuff. They'll try and shadow ban that.
Yeah, because it's filth.
It is filth.
Sick filth.
And other stuff. Anyway, we are having a... What have we lost? What? We are having a Modathon.
Yes.
Okay, I mentioned it 2 more times, this and 1 more time, because I don't want to bang on about it. Basically, me and Kath, all the money that comes in the last 2 months or whatever it is, 6 weeks, we split 50-50. Twitch pay us a bit as well. Okay, just hands up. Twitch pay us a bit. We're the first broadcasters that Twitch have said, hey, we'd like to pay you something to secure you on our platform and bits and stuff like that. So we split everything 50-50 and all the merch and all that. But the mods who are fans of the show, and we've had the pleasure of meeting some of them, we've had the great pleasure of not meeting some of them as well, because you don't want to meet all these guys. But they're basically fans of the show who we trust. And they make sure that the show can go ahead. We could do the show without them, but it wouldn't be as much fun because we would be watching the chat the whole time.
But also, if you enjoy the stream chat, it's because the mods keep it safe and keep it kind of free of divs.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, one of the mods is a div. But
you know, for the first few weeks, there was a little tension there because people came on here expecting to be able to throw their weight about the way they do in other chats. You know. So
basically, we're saying, don't throw bits, don't sub to us tonight. If you want to give anything, this link I'm putting in the chat, paypal.me/Iain Lee. Any money that goes to that, we send to the mods. And this is only if you are watching this show live. If you're watching a repeat, if you're watching it on YouTube, any money that comes in, we get it. Suckers. Should have said that at the start. Shouldn't have. So if you're watching live, then please, paypal.me/Iain Lee. If you can give a quid, that's great. Some people are giving a little bit more than a quid. Thank you very much indeed, Victoria, who's just sent some cashish in. And so has Piero. Compliments to the chefs. Thank you, Piero. It's like tipping the waiter. It's like passing the hat around after a little concert in a room above a pub. It's just our way of saying thank you very much indeed to the mods. If you can't or you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. And this is free. This is free. We ideally, you'd subscribe at some point. Ideally, you'd chuck us some bits or you'd make a PayPal donation. If you can't, because this is our job. If you can't afford it, you don't want to, I'm cool with that.
There's no obligation.
I'm cool with that. Will Varley says, thanks for having me tonight. Forgot how much of a Beatles historian you are. Whoa! My granddad was John Lennon and Stuart Sutcliffe's art teacher at Liverpool Arts College. His name was Arthur Ballard.
There we go.
Shut up, Pete. It's about the Beatles now. I'm joking. I don't like all that kind of shut up banter. It's not, and I realise I'm getting into that pattern again. Thanks, Phil. It was lovely to have you on, man. And Will, you are getting banned.
You did hover over the ban there for some reason.
For a second.
It's so good. So good to speak to you.
You're a VIP. Arise. Will. Lovely. We'll get you on again, man. Definitely. I don't know why it didn't occur to me before. Just the other day we were messaging and went, oh, why don't you come on? Obviously. We'll get you on again. Sometime this week, I'm not sure when. Might be tomorrow. Dickolas and Dominus are coming on.
Oh!
Dickolas and Dominus are coming on the show.
My girls are very excited about that.
I'm excited about that. They're brilliant. It was supposed to be tonight, and they messaged me at the weekend saying, do you still want us Monday? And I went, I totally forgot it was a bank holiday. Is it a problem? They said, well, we've got people round. They don't live together. We've got people round, but we could...
They do live together in Da Bungalow. I've seen the documentary.
I said, give me any day you want this week. So we haven't got any other guests this week. Well, obviously, but we haven't got any other guests. So Dickolas and Dominus will be on the show with us this coming week, and I am very excited. Erin, thank you for making the chat a lovely place, they say. Let me just see. So we got that.
Oh, Windy Poppers.
Windy Poppers, Doppelopoulos. Where did I get to? Oh, look. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we got that. Oh, the thank you, Russell. There we go. All right. Listen, no one's going to get rich tonight. Okay? But you're going to get a cup of coffee. You might get a cup of coffee and a sandwich out of it.
Gosh, posh one as well.
By the way, if you are one of the mods and you haven't emailed me yet saying you want in, email me on that email address I put in the mod chat. I need to have an email from you saying you want in, just so I know.
Yeah. Did someone send you another example of the local adverts?
No.
Oh, I thought I'd seen one. Oh well, swerved that particular bullet today then, ladies and gents.
What's the comment on that? Senior sources. Cummings, Prime Minister Cummings. Did we get one?
I thought we did. Although it would have been a long time ago.
Lino has just sent me an email saying, yeah, I want in. Thanks, bye. Lino, you are not... Is it? I didn't realise. Sorry, Colin, I wasn't sure. We'll use that. Lino, you're not one of the mods. You can't just email in saying, I want...
Actually, Stuart sent us the official ones.
Oh, has he? Where?
Yeah, here, look. Scroll down the page a bit. Not sure why.
Now you've opened it. I can't open it. Oh, I can open it. Let's have a little look-see. Well, look, we'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll make it a priority.
Properly.
Tomorrow, I have to go and talk. To go and talk about the 11 o'clock show. 40 years of Channel 4, and so they're doing a celebration. So I'm
40 years.
Yeah. So I'm being interviewed about the 11 o'clock show, and I'm going to interview for an hour, and you know it's going to be a 45-second. They're going to use 45 seconds of it, and I got through the first set of questions on Thursday. Maybe it was Friday. And I kind of shrugged and went, oh, yeah, okay. And then I thought about it. I could feel something rumbling. I get funny about the 11 o'clock show, and I had a lot of therapy about it afterwards, and about bitterness towards the other people on there. And so there were, I think, 8 questions about Ricky Gervais, 6 questions about Sasha, 2 questions about me, and one of those questions was, what did it feel like being the third presenter in the studio? Excuse me, what now? And I sat and I thought, nah, I don't. I thought, well, I can go there on Tuesday and I can then say, I'm not very happy with it. So I wrote back saying, I don't understand the question about being the third presenter in the studio. I was the host, and then kind of as the second series. Towards the end of the second series, it was Daisy was moved up, and by series 3 and 4, it was me and Daisy 50-50. But I was the host, so I don't understand that. And also, I don't want to talk about Sasha and Ricky.
It feels like from those questions, they haven't managed to get hold of those guys, and so they want to cover it that way.
Yeah, and I said, look, I only met Sasha a handful of times. I met more than a handful, but the Ali G team was very, very separate from us, and it was kind of a close shot. I said, I apart from, I can't really talk to you about that. I said, I knew Ricky a bit more, but actually I don't want to talk about them. If you want to know about their impact on comedy, get Boyd Hilton in, get a TV critic or a comedy historian in. Gosh, does any mods, you want to get rid of Dr. Handyman, please? Thank you to Matty. I said, get a TV historian in if you want, because I don't really want to talk. I'm getting paid quite well. I'm getting paid very well for an hour's work. Getting paid very well for an hour's work. Did I tell you what I'm getting? Yeah. 2 cats. Mm-hmm. But I wrote in the email saying, look, if you want Iain Lee talks about Ricky and Sasha, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna pass on this, please. Fair play to them. They came back and said, those questions are gone. Don't understand that question myself about you being the third presenter. You talk about whatever you want. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to sneak in a couple of questions, because how these things work is they can talk to you for 55 minutes, and then the last thing they go, can I just ask, what did you think of the Ali G character? And you go, well, I thought Ali G was great, and it was a phenomenon, and that's the only bit they use. So I'm gonna be really strict, and I tell you why. Partly it's sour grapes. Partly I had to deal with a lot of resentment around them living what I thought, how I had always viewed my career would be, was do a couple of TV series in Britain, move to America, make movies. That was going to be the plan.
Well, you'd been told that was what was in store for you.
And that's what I'd always wanted. And so they were doing that. So I had a lot of resentment around that. Obviously, I was doing a lot of drugs and stuff at the time, and I was getting worse and worse and worse around that. And it took me a long time I can feel it now in my chest. Took me a long time to get over the resentment of that. And that might sound like spoiled child or whatever. That's fine. Possibly is an element of that. But that's how I felt, and that's my reality. And the history of that show isn't important to them. They're doing a whole thing about 40 years of Channel 4. This is like a tiny footnote in it. The history of the 11 o'clock show, how it's perceived, isn't important to them. But it's really important to me, because it's how I know you. Mm-hmm. It's why you're watching this now. Even if you've never seen the 11 o'clock show, this would not be happening if I hadn't have done that show.
More than likely. So...
Well, also it had a huge influence on entertainment shows of its kind that came afterwards.
Yeah. But I can feel myself getting really tight here, and this is what that fucking program does to me.
Yeah.
That's what that program does to me.
Because you feel like you've got to justify what happened.
And this is partly why I stopped rewatching those 11 o'clock show things. It makes me so anxious. And I thought it was really interesting that I'm going in to talk about that. I've got to play an ad break. I'm going in to talk about that on the month that I'm starting my college course that could potentially lead me to a new career. It may not lead to a new career, but it potentially it could. And I think it's interesting that that's happening within weeks of each other. You know, I can feel it there, man.
You're in the right place to address it now, though, I think.
Oh yeah, totally. And I wouldn't be surprised if I come out and I'm driving off to meet my sponsor afterwards, do my step 5.
Good.
And I wouldn't be surprised, which again I think is important that I'm doing that. I wouldn't be surprised in that journey from Farringdon to Muswell Hill, where I lived for 15 years. So that's weird. There's a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of history stuff. I'm going to Muswell Hill, where I lived for years. Stu Buller wasn't in the 11 o'clock show when I was in it. So once again, there's the mark, and nothing to do with me. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a little cry on the way.
I think you need to.
Yeah.
It's release, though. It's release crying. It's like laughing.
Yeah. So I depend a lot of money, and money is very handy at the moment. So that's part of it. It's partly because I want to set my. It's not even I want to tell my side of the story, because they'll cut it all out. They'll use 30 seconds, and that's fine. That's fine. But to know that I've said my piece. There was talk of a documentary about the 11 o'clock show being made by Talkback, who made the 11 o'clock show. That was a possibility, but
I think it'll happen at some point.
I don't know. I think the moment it would have been for this 40-year thing. I've not heard about it since, so I don't think it will be closure. Actually, I don't know if there'll ever be closure on that, because it was so weird. Also, I mean, I did a thing last week, a Talking Heads for a Channel 5 thing, when big shows, when classic TV goes horribly wrong. It's a few $100 for an hour, and it's like, I'll do it. I'm doing all of those things. I've said to my agent, any of that Talking Head stuff comes up that I would normally have said no to, boom, I'm in. I don't care. Before I would do these things because it would lead to something. You never know what it might lead to. But it never led to anything. And now I don't care. I'm doing it because it's £400 to talk about Noel Edmonds getting hit in the face with a slice of toast. £400. I'm in. So there's that. I don't remember what I was talking about there.
So that's what you're doing tomorrow?
That's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Well, listen, you give me a ring whenever you need to tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're doing it.
It's a lot of money.
Well, plus, God, imagine if you didn't and you saw it on the telly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to watch it. Someone will clip it and send it to me, and I'll see it and go, oh, feel it there. But the £400 is a lot of money for an hour's work. It was 2 hours drive in, 2 hours drive back, so that's 5 hours work. Still a lot of money. But here's how they justify it. It's for I think it's like a 6 or 8 part series. So they are going to get 6 or 8 hours of TV out of it.
Yeah.
But I realise it's a lot. I asked for petrol because they were going to give me a car, and I said no, I don't trust a car. I would drive myself, and they're going to give me petrol actually. So that's. Will they ask you about Rise too? No, I don't think they'll ask me about Rise. I don't think they'll ask me. Right. What do you want to do? Phone numbers?
Phone numbers, or we'll find something funny to watch. What do you reckon?
You got any?
Do your squats is a pervert. Wants to see your verrucas again. Let's not.
I think it's important I think. Hang on, so Russell's the last one. You lot have been so generous on this Modathon.
Yeah, thank you. It's really appreciated.
Whoa, Stuart!
Oh, Stuart.
Because I got business PayPal. I'm gonna have to look at that. Look how much they take there. Look how much they take. It's outrageous. Stuart. Right, hang on a minute. Let me. Stuart Melling. Stuart, make yourself known in the chat, please. And
you know who Stuart is?
Who?
He's from.
Fat Stu.
No, 34SP.
No! Mm-hmm. Stuart! Oh, jeez, matey. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to tell you what Stuart's done because it's incredible. 34SP. Stuart has demanded that all of the mods pay to him the total that has been paid into this each. So that's like 7-8 times. So I will send all of you Stuart's email address, and you have to send him, and I'll tell you what the total is, and you have to then send it to him. Sorry, but he's just got a legal document. Stuart, thank you. God, I didn't reckon. Of course, the surname. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, John. Thank you, Winnie. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Russell. Dean. This is really nice, right? I thought this was going to be. This was a punt, and I said to the mods. I said, look, we might get pennies or we might get a few hundred. It's the latter. I tell you when I knew this was going to work. I don't know if I'd floated it at the point to you guys. I certainly said it to you. I don't know if was when split between you, by the way. It's not a few hundred each. Calm down. Mm-hmm. Was when me and my boy were streaming, and I did a similar thing. And I said, if anything comes in on this PayPal, I'll give it to the boy. And I had to turn it off at 100 quid because and then in the end I said to my son, I think you're going to have to split it with your older brother. And he said, yeah, of course. And I turned it off. And that's when I thought, okay, they're really kind. We got the best fans.
Yeah.
Right. We got the best fans.
And that is because we keep the chat clean-ish.
Although, I mean, we just don't know how much those white supremacists, those groypers, that maybe they would have given thousands. Maybe they would have given thousands.
Nah, they spent it all on flags.
Unfortunately, though, we wouldn't have been able to give any to Mandy because she is a woman and she's a woman of colour.
Although she got called Karen over the weekend, which is a novel one.
I don't know what this Karen thing is. This is like...
Karen is the moany, middle-aged white woman who has... Well, it's a weird one.
Fives, yes.
It's a weird one because she's either a stickler for the rules or insistent upon bending the rules in her favour. But it is kind of a misogynistic thing. I don't think there is a male version of a Karen.
And Mandy,
Darren.
Did you get called a Karen? Then?
Yeah, because of someone complaining about being timed out, not even blocked.
Wow. I don't understand the world. I don't get anything that's going on in the world. I don't get it. We want to say we're saying thank you to the mods, and we think you're doing a great job. I tell you what was nice. Mandy popped into the tier 3/mod meeting today. The meeting was great. It's out as a podcast, so we did a tier 3 production meeting. Some really good suggestions from everybody. It's out as a podcast, and I'll put it up on YouTube at some time. I tried to play it earlier tonight, but the computer packed up. But Mandy had her boy with her, and she was she hadn't muted her mic, and we could hear her talking to her boy.
Yeah,
wasn't it lovely? Wasn't it? Ollie was there, and he wasn't very well, and it was just lovely. It's really nice. So we're going to do that once a month. That went much better.
It was really good, and we got some great ideas out of it, didn't we?
Got some really good ideas. We're thinking of maybe doing a swap shop. Do you want to explain what that is for people who are under the age of?
Well, I mean, I barely remember it. I'm not.
I was on
myself. Were you? Oh yeah, you saw the Carpenters.
I was on it. I saw the Carpenters. Yeah.
Swap shop used to be a thing where, some kid in Enfield would ring up and say, I've got a 1986 Action Man. I would like to swap it for...
The Falklands conflict. That was a routine that Matt Lucas used to do, I remember. He would say, I've got a Barbie doll and I want to swap it for the Falklands conflict or something like that. Yeah.
And then some other kid would ring up, and I don't know how we do it practically getting the goods to each other without giving.
First of all, whose idea was that? Was that Jim's? Whose was Swap Shop? I wrote it down. That was Lando Stew.
Yeah.
There would be two ways of doing it. Neither are ideal. One is you get in touch with each other and you swap it. I feel a little uncomfortable about that, but this isn't the radio. This is different. So maybe it's just like buying something on eBay.
Exactly. I guess it's only like eBay or Gumtree or something.
Or I am thinking of maybe getting a PO box, but I don't know how much. I've got no idea how much that is. And also, I was really.
But then it'll end up costing us for postage.
Suckers. We're suckers. That's what we are. We're suckers. So, but I like that. I like that a lot. I like that idea a lot. Danny says, can I swap my 22-year-old daughter for potatoes? Stuff like that is perfect. I mean, it's a little bit, sending...
That is a lot of postage.
Yeah, it gets tricky. But there is something in it. No, P.O. Box won't cost you postage. Oh, Magnus. I'm not even going to explain... why that is the dumbest thing I've read online today. I'm not even going to explain. But thank you. Why? I'm not even going to explain, Magnus, why that is the dumbest thing that I've said. You go away and work it out. Just leave the stuff in your porch and we'll come and collect it. We'll swap a newly pair of Adidas for a fresh cucumber. And yeah, that's right. I'm saying Adidas these days. I'm a cool guy.
Hey, we were discussing this the other day, weren't we? Because we're going to go and see Patrick Swayze on Wednesday. But I remember when he was just Patrick Swayze.
He was Patrick Swayze, wasn't he? Yeah.
Patrick Swayze. And Kim Basinger, not Basinger.
Never seen Dirty Dancing. The first time I'm going to see it is at the age of 47 in the cinema.
With a mask on.
Well, if you're eating, you can take the mask off. So it'll just take a long time to eat that hot dog. You having a hot dog?
Yes, I'm having a hot dog.
I'll treat you to hot dogs and a packet of fruit pastels and a fizzy pop.
Oh, God, I'm living the dream, man.
It was really emotional being in the cinema.
I had a little cry over The Flower because I could buy either self-raising or plain or both.
Thumbstopper says, are you guys married? I'm divorced. Catherine is married.
I'm married. Work that one out.
Do I like Dennis Wise, Ian? I don't think of Dennis Wise.
I don't like Dennis Wise.
Don't your cinema sell alcohol? I don't think they do sell alcohol because alcohol isn't a thing. Alcohol. Yep, they do. Yep.
Excellent. I'll have some of that.
Okay. I will have a fizzy pop. I'll have an iced tea.
Oh, it's that kind of cinema, is it?
Well, in a bottle from the fridge.
Ah.
I didn't say I don't like Dennis Wise.
I did. I think he's a knob.
I don't think of him.
When he came into the studio that time, God, really.
Should have stood up for myself more.
No, you were gracious and you came out of it really well.
I had to be very careful after all of that not to undo all the good that had been done. Oh, hello down there, land of the giants.
Do it again.
Oh no, hang on. You just look at that shot. It looks like you're doing something terrible. Yeah, get it up close and personal, girl. Come on, girl. Just hold it and it'll focus. See, this one focuses. There we go. Look.
My makeup's all. Oh no, it's all gone wrong.
Oh,
I'm so very tired.
Aren't people unattractive up close?
Hey, what are you talking about? Gorgeous.
Okay. Kath, do you still see Amir Khan? Asks D Totes.
No, he's also a knob.
Oh, Nico Milana is coming on the show at some point.
Excellent, not a knob.
Yeah, very excited. Oh, we missed a phone call. We missed a phone call.
Oh, Nina in the dark.
Nina in the dark. Nina, 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 Nina in the dark.
Uh-oh.
Nina can't hear us. Can she hear us now?
Them.
No, they're plugged right in.
Can you see me? I look very dark.
You look like you're on the witness
Have you
protection
got the lights
program.
on?
I've got lights on. Hang on. Oh God.
Isn't that funny?
It's like this would have been better for the ghost evening, wouldn't it?
Isn't it spooky? Bring on the scudge. They're saying in the chat. What was that?
That was a vocal noise.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was just sucking my lips. Right. This isn't very good, is it?
I think it's acceptable.
I like it.
We've seen worse, haven't we? Let's
It
be
looks
honest.
it looks quite powerful, I think.
Should we turn our lights off?
It gets tricky. It doesn't make any difference because we've got the screens in front of us to illuminate.
This is true. This is true.
How may we serve thee?
Well, I just wonder. You haven't been using any of your funny, effects tonight, and I wondered why.
Because they caused all the trouble.
Because this box is buggered, so I've got to set this box up again. I didn't set it up over the weekend. I did editing and stuff over the weekend instead of this. So this piece of trash.
Well, I wondered whether you'd like to borrow my thing that you could use. I got this as a secret Santa.
Where are you going?
I'm scared.
It's quite scary. You got it as a secret Santa?
Yeah, because he paid. He was saying he paid quite a lot for his some new effects.
Yeah, he did, and I think they might have buggered up the computer. So,
well,
so does that one do more than just the Dalek voice, or?
Well, I think it does if I move various switches on the side. I could send it.
I think we might. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think we might be all right.
Yeah? Well, I just
right
wondered how much you paid for those effects because, the budget on our Secret Santa was £5.
Gosh.
So, quite possibly,
She wants to send you that voice machine.
I can't because of COVID. It's been near your noisy lips.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be infected.
Sorry, yeah.
Be riddled with it.
It will be riddled. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't think of that.
No.
I could spray it. No.
It's because it'll be inside it. It'll be breathing inside it.
Mechanism, won't it?
This is how things have changed. For the first couple of months, when I got a food delivery, I would wipe down every single thing with a disinfectant wipe. Was that a waste of time?
I didn't do any of that. No, people were like filling baths and washing their sort of bags of shopping, weren't they? But I did a bit of, I don't know. Yeah, I did a bit of spraying and, but not door handles and all that business. No, I must admit, I kind of get my, well, I don't, do I get my mum to do that? I ring her up after I've left to say, remember to just spray the worktops down and do the doors, and she'll say yeah, and then I'll come, and the bottle of spray that I bought her in March is still about the same quantity, so she's not doing it either. So I don't know. Are you still doing it? No,
and I felt bad when I stopped doing it, and I was if I got like a Domino's, I'd wipe down the box and all of that. I still ask them to put the stuff out on the doorstep, so I don't want to get close to them. But I've stopped wiping all the stuff down. It's just I wonder.
They made us so sort of scared about it first of all, didn't they? And I do remember when Post came, I was like, oh, God, what am I supposed to do with that? Am I, and kind of slitting it open and pulling it out, but I don't know.
I wonder. I'm really interested to see where we're going to be in 10 years' time when we look back on this, and scientists will either go, "My God, we overreacted," or that was lucky. It could have been a whole lot. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very compliant. I really am.
Yep.
I just basically don't go out. But that's kind of story of my life anyway. But yeah, I think I am at that stage now where I'm thinking, oh, okay. I don't know if you've been doing the COVID symptom app, which is nothing to do with the government. It's a it's an app that you just put in, you know, have I ever had a test or not, and how am I feeling today? And they're just, there's about 4 million people doing it.
Right.
Run by Guys and St Thomas, I think. But
Right.
anyway, I've been doing that, and then of course, just people being really paranoid now about everything, and as you were saying about, you know.
But I don't know if it is paranoia or if it's a healthy caution.
Yeah.
And because our friend Ollie has had COVID, he got it months ago, and he's still very, very ill as a result of it, really ill. And I know there have been several cases where the virus has left the body, but the illness goes on, and the lungs are infected, and exhaustion, and all of that. So I don't know if that is over caution or if that is sensible.
But that's it. Does the virus leave the body? We don't know. You know, there are viruses, aren't there? I was reading a post recently that was attributed to whatever, Fauci, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yes.
But it wasn't. It was just some woman in America and she talked rightly about things like chickenpox is a virus, you know, herpes is a virus. All these things actually stay with you, and in times of stress, you get flare-ups and come back. And we kind of don't know, is that going to happen with it? It's too early, isn't it? So there are lots of reasons to be cautious, definitely. I mean, I know, you know, there are people that I know that were on that march on when was that, in Trafalgar Square only this week, and I was like, I don't know how to have conversations with people now about it, you know, where you kind of disagree.
Yeah, it feels like everyone's freestyling.
Did you get that out, Ian?
No, it's something deep, but I've got cotton buds upstairs. I know how to use a cotton bud on my ear. You don't go in. You kind of have to scrape and move it around. I've got a great technique, guys.
Probably not.
We're coming. Please.
Well,
please.
Stay tuned. Tomorrow he'll be moaning about his ear.
Please. Yes, I may have got the foot wrong, Nina. Yes, the foot may actually be in agony and may look awful, but the ear is something I've been working on for a very long time. Right, listen, we're coming to the end of the show, Nina. Thank you. We've got time for a couple more calls. Always lovely to see you. We've got time for a couple more calls, but we should also talk about our sponsors. If you want to sponsor the show, it's cheaper than you think. It's hundreds, not thousands, by the way. And like I say, you know, what a ridiculous thing to say to someone we're working with like Sommers. Let's have a week off. I think people are getting deaf to your name, and they were really cool with it. It's like, okay, yeah, you know,
they get it.
The thing is, we want this to work for you. The show will survive with sponsorship, but we also want it to work for your company as well. And I just think me saying Sommers Waste Solutions every night, I think you guys are deaf to it now. So we're going to leave them for a week. They're coming back next week, and they're totally cool with it. So thank you. Poseidon Safety Management. How do you make safety management in Devon and Cornwall sexy? I'll tell you how. With this bad boy.
You don't need to see his eyes. They're none of your business.
Why did they quite often do that in like readers' wives sections. They put that black strip over there.
Like you wouldn't be able to identify Auntie Maureen.
Well,
Mind you, if you're reading it, then you're just as bad, aren't you?
Yeah, I wonder if anyone has ever looked in readers' wives and gone, flipping it, that's next door, or that's the teacher, or that's...
When I was at school, one of my teachers was found online. I don't know who found her, but it went round the school and everyone knew. Yeah, the dawn of the internet.
I have to just say, for legal reasons, we are not in any way suggesting that Zeus or this dog, who may or may not be Zeus,
or the gnome,
is involved in any way in putting amateur nudie photographs online or in magazines. Okay, so I always thought it was a bold move, though. Not
when he's on duty, anyway.
That was always my favourite pages in those magazines, was the readers' wives.
Why? Because they were real people.
They were real people. I used to love it. First bit I'd always go to. But that's a bold move.
I mean, yeah.
That's a bold move.
But the thought
20
was...
quid a picture, though.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But I guess the thought was, right, this was a magazine. This was pre-internet. it would be there, then it would be gone. And the only people looking at it would be people who'd bought the magazine in the first place. So how are they going to get around the idea? How are they going to tell anyone? Because they bought it and they've seen it.
Anyway, just to clarify, we do not know for sure. I would be mildly surprised if Zeus or whoever this dog may be was involved in homebrew pornography. I don't know that for sure.
But that gnome looks like a voyeur.
But what we can say is Devon and Cornwall is a whole lot safer and hornier as a direct result of Poseidon. That trident there, that says it all.
Three-pronger.
The three-pronger. That's the Poseidon salute. If you meet any of the Poseidon team, you salute them like this. Poseidon. I'm worried now that this is like a salute for like really hard. Right,
that might be a W.
Okay, we've probably got into a lot of trouble, but basically, if you want a horny time, Poseidon is there to go. Not horny. If you want a safe time.
If you want it secure,
double bag it. Big up, yeah, okay.
For when you get found in Readers' Wives. You might want these guys. Gregorian Emerson, family law. They want to make a drama out of a crisis. And that's someone else's thing, isn't it?
You can't use other people's slogans.
They won't make a... They'll make a crisis out of a... No, they'll make... They won't make things more difficult for you. It's already a difficult time getting divorced. You're still going to be a family when it comes to the result. And they want to make sure that you get through it as smoothly as you possibly can. They're nice fellas. Have a chat with them. See if they can help you out. I bet they can.
I wouldn't be surprised if they can. 34sp.com is our newest sponsor, and it's lovely to have you on board, team. I will say that Stuart from 34SP has made a very generous donation to Modathon. 12 minutes to go on Modathon. Someone could put the link in there, please. So thank you for that, Stuart. Web hosting company based in Manchester. Small team, about 15 to 20. Web hosting companies are normally like these big, aggressive, quite unpleasant businesses. I know, because I've had a couple of websites on a couple of these. And they're these huge companies.
Quite faceless.
34SP are the opposite of that. They primarily offer domain names and web hosting products. And a lot of their clients just purchase domain names from them and then go somewhere else for their hosting. They've got 200 types of domain name, including popular ones like .co.uk and .com, because it's not all that anymore.
No.
You can get like .tv. I've just realised I sound like Eamon Holmes there. It's not all just .com these days, you know. You can get.
Is that right, Eamon?
You can get .org. I've seen .net, .co, .net.
Stop.
And they've got a support team. God, they started in 2000.
Yeah.
What was the internet like in 2000? Ropey as.
Mm-hmm. Clockwork.
Ropey.
They kind of focus most on WordPress hosting, and they optimize it as much as possible for the very best experience.
I love this. In terms of hiring their staff and training their staff, this is from the email that Stuart sent. I'm sure you won't mind us reading this. We often say you don't need to know WordPress hosting to join us. We can teach you the technical bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Should be bibs and bobs. But we can't teach you how to be a nice person. So we try to hire people that have great attitude. Call us up on the phone. We can talk techie or we can talk plain language.
They'll help you out as well as a client. Also, there's no commitment. If you can cancel whenever you want. And also, they really pride themselves on being open and honest on their pricing structure. So there's no hidden costs. What you see is what you pay.
Lovely code as well, which you can use. And there's some giveaways coming up later in the month. But they've got a lovely code you can use. TLNA gives you the first 3 months for free.
3 months.
And Stuart even said they use us for 3 months and they go. They've had 3 months free. So,
but it gives you a decent amount of time to work out whether this is the thing for you.
And tomorrow we will have your graphics up on the screen, Stuart. We hope you enjoy us. If you want to advertise with us, latenightalternative@gmail.com. You've got 10 minutes. Oh, thank you, Carl. Just sneaking one in under the radar. You have got 10 minutes if you want to contribute to Modathon. Don't give us any bits tonight. Don't sub to us tonight. Probably get told off by Twitch for that, but that's just the way it goes. If you were going to give us any money, go to paypal.me/Iain Lee and put the money there. Even if it's £1, it all adds up. It'll be added up at the end of the show, and I will divvy it up tomorrow once I've spoken to all of the mods and just want to double check, triple check who's in and who is out. And am I missing? No, it's there. And you've got 9 minutes to be part of that.
Did you see Lino sent us a clip of Swap Shop?
Oh, what is it? Let's.
He says it's the best bit of Swap Shop ever, so it's probably going to be rude, I'm guessing.
Can someone find?
Bye. And
Can someone find? I don't think it's on YouTube. The Carpenters on Swap Shop, please, because you'll see me. I'll be able to point me out. All right, so let's have a little look see at this.
This is from the time when Noel Edmonds was, believe it or not, a bit of a heartthrob. He was a mum's favourite, wasn't he?
I think everyone thought he was a bit smarmy.
Well.
Okay. Oh, I know. I think I've just skipped past the bit. I think I had to hit that specific link. All right, hang on. Come off here so we don't show all the.
Ground from inside a cake.
Right, hang on a minute. All right, Lino, everybody calm down.
Bye. And not such a bad idea.
Oh,
Packing up.
Crying out loud.
What happened?
It's very trigger happy. Right. So we're going to go over here.
It'll be worth it.
I bet it won't be.
I've got faith in Lino. He knows his stuff.
He knows some stuff, but I don't think it's this stuff. Right, second camera. Hello. Screen 2. I've got too many things. Here we go.
Bye. And I presume it's Lino, not Lino.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, hang on a minute. This is like watching Tenet. No spoilers. Whoa!
Guards, we've got to be correct at the end of the series. Right, Blade Guard, what would you hope to have?
I'd like a world atlas, please.
You'd like a world atlas?
Yes, please.
Atlas?
Why?
To help me with my geography.
Oh, was this geography at school?
Yes.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you like to go?
Your balls.
America.
Why?
Because of Disneyland.
Because you like to go to Disney. That's a very good reason. Catherine, your swap.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't talk like that.
Can we time our souls out for saying Tenet's rubbish, please? Just a 2-minute time, but backwards.
Bye. And I presume it's Lino, not Lino.
Hello?
Hello. How do you pronounce your name?
Lino.
It is.
Oh, Lino, little Lino.
When I was at LBC, Lino would send me.
All right.
Okay.
Lino. Yeah. Good morning, Lino. What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask you, what's been your funniest moment over the past 6 years?
Oh, goodness!
Excellent question.
I'd like to ask you what's been oh no, one of my favourite clips of TV, right? David Copperfield, the magician, on it wasn't Pebble Mill at 1, but it was a lunchtime BBC show. We're watching it at college. We taped it. Mm-hmm. Third year, we were all sitting around, very, very stoned. I can't remember who's hosting it. It might have been that short Scottish guy who works in America now. I can't remember. And they got
Ross.
Yeah, I think it might have been. If anyone can find this, we watched it so many times. I've got some questions from the audience. Let's go to you. Yeah, I just want to know what your favourite trick was. Well, that's a great question. My favourite trick, I like the small tricks. I like the big tricks.
He likes the sexy lady tricks.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. Oh God, that's what this kid said.
Aww.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. Oh God. Anyway, back to Lino.
Over the past 6 years.
The funniest moment. I think I have to say that the thing that made me laugh most, in the sense that I almost couldn't continue with the programme, was Billy Connolly reading the top 10 board. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Did you see it though, Lino?
Yeah, he did actually.
Did you?
Yeah, he did actually.
That I thought was fun. Did you find it amusing?
Oh, I was laughing, yeah.
Were you?
Laughing.
Yeah?
He really had us all.
He says, "Did I bugger it?"
Except he won't be going, "Did I bugger it? Did I bugger it?" Lino now forces me to buy expensive, overpriced, hooky Chinese computer gear.
Very funny indeed. We do have funny things go on that you don't sort of notice. I mean, although it's a very open programme, and we've always showed you cameras and things, we have had problems. I remember in one of the early programmes we had a floor manager called Peter Fitton, who everybody here will know, and he was a bit late with a cue that he had to give me, to tell me when to start talking. He ran the length of the studio and promptly fell over a cable.
Good one. He never.
What a story.
And he's a sort of fairly round fellow, and he sort of carried on through the studio. It was very funny, actually. I mean, not funny for the viewer, but it was very funny for us here. That's about it, really. Oh, do you remember when a glass ball dropped from the ceiling?
Yeah, that was my funniest phone, actually.
Lino, man, why are you sucking up to Edmonds so much? Why don't you go marry him?
That's how to get ahead in television.
Why don't you go marry Edmonds?
You thought that was very funny?
Yeah.
Could have killed.
Lino says, I did.
Told me.
I wish it would have done.
No, but it was funny afterwards, actually, because Keith was...
I do remember that. I've seen that clip, actually, so...
sitting just there, and this ball landed, just bouncing off my head.
Oh,
and he
God.
fell about laughing. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
It ended a lot earlier.
Well, that's it. Thank you very much, Lino, for calling. Bye. Nice to have you on the programme. Bye-bye. I presume it's Lino, not Lino.
What?
Whoa.
Hello. How do you pronounce your name?
Lino.
It is
Where's
Lino.
this coming from?
Good morning, Lino. What
The
can I do for
past.
I'd like to ask you, what's your
1982. I was 5.
That
was a lot of fun, Lino. Thanks for asking those questions. You got 2 very limp stories out of it.
Linoception.
He humoured him beautifully.
Love it. That was fun, man. Thank you. I don't think that I did have a video of it. I also had a video of me on Crackerjack once as well, but that's gone. I did have a video of the Carpenters, but it's not. I don't think it's on there anymore. Swap Shop Carpenters. What is this? Oh, you sent me to some weird dark web YouTube. I don't want to go there. No, Lino boy.
That sounds like Lino.
YouTube. Why is YouTube gone dark?
You've got it on the nighttime settings.
I don't want it on nighttime. Swap Shop. Oh, there's like a 20-second clip.
Aaron is with me this.
Oh, there's 40 seconds. You could be in there.
I'm not in this. It's Karen because Richard had a migraine, they said. Of course, it probably wasn't a migraine.
Just been talking.
It was probably prescription medication addiction. But I'm sat here.
Oh.
I wasn't impressed with her. Boring. 2 people I was impressed with. Bernie Clifton and his comedy Ostrich. And Sarah Brightman singing Fell in Love with a Starship Trooper. I thought she was the sexiest woman. I was 9. And you have to be over 10. I was 9. I thought she was the sexiest woman I'd ever seen in my life. Wow.
To Richard, who incidentally is not feeling so well.
Look what she's given away there.
What?
Astro Wars.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Astro Wars.
What exactly is wrong with him?
I'm not exactly sure. He is feeling
Fibs.
a little odd in his stomach, so he...
Feeling a lot in his stomach. Couldn't get his pills over. But I'm not making light of it. It's probably the case.
Been travelling a lot recently.
We just
So I'm sat here. Because for the last series, you had kids in the studio, an audience.
started about 2 weeks ago. We've been to Paris and to Amsterdam. And
Oh, look how thin she looks.
I know,
Isn't it
bless her.
sad? God, and there's me thinking, boring. Flipping Karen Carpenter, man.
Legend.
I'm sat no more than 6 foot away from one of the greatest voices that ever lived. And I'm like, where's the ostrich? Where's Bernie Clifton and his ostrich? I mean, terrible, really, but...
You're a
now
kid.
London, then back to Germany, then back to France, and then to Rio.
Right. We're all Carpenters fans. Richard is here. He's here in the studio, but he's just gone off for a quiet, cold drink, and if he feels better, he'll slip in a moment. Do you find that travelling around is tiring?
If you keep it to a certain amount of time, like this tour is going to be a month.
Oh, she's so thin. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
So thin. Oh, well, on that sad bombshell, We're going to do last 60 seconds. Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Last 60 seconds. PayPal.me/Iain Lee. Let me just put it in the chat. And then we will... 60 seconds if you want to donate, you can. And then we'll close that.
Thank you to everyone who's taken part in the Modathon. We didn't know it would be as successful as it has been tonight, and it's really appreciated both on, because of we think the mods are brilliant, but we do get some stick, and I'm sure they'll be pleasantly surprised that you appreciate them as much as we do. So thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan, Anne, Craig, Sam, Carl, Paul, Winnie, John, Stuart, Ross, Russell, Daniel, Erin, Piero, loads of you. Let's give it another 30 seconds. Jonathan's the last one we got there. Just refresh. Yeah, it's nice. Thank you very much. You've restored my faith in the human beings of the world. Oh, look at this. Richard just snuck in there, Rich. Just snuck in there.
It really is appreciated. Thank you.
And what tonight has been about really is... what's the name of that guy that does the scam channel?
Oh, I can't remember.
Well, basically, it's been about scamming and how easy it can be to be a victim of the scam. Because the mods aren't getting a penny of this. This is going to me and Catherine. Now, I hope you realise... Kit Boga, yeah. Right, all you Kit Boga fans, you've been bogered. You've been bogered hard from behind. The mods aren't getting a penny of this. It's a scam on how you often think you can trust people when actually you can't trust them.
Uh-oh. The mods are revolting.
They are. They're
Ollie,
disgusting.
Danny.
Well, it serves you right. Serves you. Oh no, hang on. Why is that? Oh, we got more snuck in. Why is that not showing up on here?
Oh, because it's after midnight, is it?
From the. Okay. So there's that. Okay, I need to go back here. Only joking, guys, because it's going to the mods. Or is it?
It is. It is, though. It definitely is.
How do I make it show from today? From to... so we want from...
The first.
Okay, here we go. It just stopped. So we got Richard, we got Chris, we got Kelly. We're done.
So it's so great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. We're done. Thank you. Anything that comes in after, well, if anything comes in, then I wake up in the morning. We'll whack it on. But from tomorrow morning on, it's done. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Right.
Are we doing a raid?
Time.
And are we going to do a big or a little?
This is one of the things that came up in the meeting. It's really nice raiding smaller numbers.
Yeah.
But we want to get our numbers up, right? We want to get our numbers up. So maybe we need to raid some bigger people.
But if you use Twitch, are you ever tempted to go somewhere because someone raids your favourite stream? Do you ever go, I must check their stream out? Or is it just kind of annoying that people are trying to piggyback?
I like the small ones as well, Kai. But we do need to get... Pete hates this. Says it's cynical.
Yeah.
Well, get real, kid. I live in the real world. I don't live in Gallifreyan time world. I live in the real. I don't live in some kind of I don't live in your universe. And it's cynical. It's a cynical world out there. No, I don't think a raid coming in has made me a viewer of the raider. No. What you would hope is that raider then comes to you.
Yeah.
The person you raid then comes to you at some point. Pete says, I followed lots of people that Random British Dude has raided.
Okay.
Pete says, I just don't think you should be running out your business like a business. I think you should be running it like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I run your face like you're Willy in a minute.
Whoa, okay.
It's going to be dribbling.
No.
Apologies. Shebogan time. Don't know what that means. Don't raid Shroud. Bigger channels might... Well, okay. Why don't we raid someone that's got 100 people?
All right, a moderate size.
A moderate. I would consider that a moderate size.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, I think the bigger guys won't notice us as much.
Well, no, it was never going to be a big... All right, okay. So let's browse, just chatting, and we want someone between 75 and... Can we raid her? There's plenty of room. Terrible, isn't it? It's a strange old thing. Maybe I need to get my boobies out and wear some hot pants. I'm happy to do that.
Well,
I'm happy.
I don't think you need to do that. I think that you have...
This is the young lady I was referring to. Of course, we're not going to...
Enough warmth and personality to be able to do that.
Viewers high to low. All right, so let's go down. Please stop saying shebogans, please. Makes me uncomfortable. Oh, okay, here we go. We could go to Brews Day.
Yes.
420 girl gone wild. 420 means marijuana.
I know what that means. I listen to Keith and the Girl.
Monday Scaries. Monday Scaries. Let's have a little look-sees. Monday Scaries. Superbly sweet, slightly savage, and your newest best friend. Pro-conversationalist and Comic Book Nation podcast host, specialising in positivity, focused variety gaming, creative, and in IRL live content. Ex-American Idol, Whovian, Peter. Oh, Pete. I don't
now
think...
he's interested.
Oh, it's cynical. I don't think you should raid... She's got a TARDIS, Pete. Oh, I tell you what, though. Please stop saying shebogan. I tell you what, let's not raid her, because you're right, Pete. Actually, now I think on it, it's quite a cynical move, isn't it? So I don't think we should raid people.
What do you
like
reckon,
this.
Pete? Do you think we could possibly forego the old principles for this one?
And
what is
and
Harry
Wallace had
Potter
said
doing there?
Our meeting on holiday canceled because of the stuff. Now I can just talk and flirt a lot by FaceTime. And I said planning big time. That's awesome, DXDM. I love that.
Here we go. I like this.
Yeah, let's do this.
Singers, all to one side. Pete, you're not invited. Singer, songwriter, and nerd host. I'm all about my community and making people feel happy. Expect a stream that is focused on positivity with just a dash of salt. Why does salt make everything taste so good?
I don't know. It just does. That and
Doesn't
butter.
it?
That and butter.
Why?
Come on, let's get in there. What are we waiting for?
Don't tell anyone that we're raiding. Never.
He's hardworking. He loves his job.
Janelle, I like the
awesome
name.
Friends.
I like.
He has a ton of hobbies. Like
Here we
he's
go.
social with his buddies, but he doesn't.
She lives
want an
in
online
Nashville.
Personality. He doesn't need that. Hey OJ,
Thank you to everyone that contributed tonight to
Hello,
the.
Joseph.
Thank you to everyone that contributed tonight. Really appreciate it. Mods, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Okay.
I can't wait to go to a country. 12-hour flight. Oh my god.
See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
No.